Cool. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday. We're here. It's Magic Online time. We were set for an extremely cool thing today that sadly turned into merely a cool thing. With the Vintage Cube. Initially, the announcement was that for this week, we'd be doing the Supreme Draft Vintage Cube League. Supreme Draft is a very cool draft format where you draft by yourself. You have 18 packs. You open up a pack, take 2 cards out, and throw the rest out. Just throw the rest in the trash. It's fine. And then you do that for all 18 packs, and then you're good. When we first did this for the Vintage Cube, you could pull duplicates. All 18 packs were pulled from, like, separate instances of a cube, so you could end up with, like, 3 Ancestral Recall or whatever. And every time that they've brought it back, that has not been the case. Rather, all 18 packs are from the same cube, so they're not duplicates.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
And so, hello. So when this was advertised last week, it was said, oh, this is the old version. You're going to be able to get duplicates. It's going to be the wild version. Then it went live, and they went, oh, actually, that's impossible. Sorry, we can't do that. It's 18 packs from, like, the same cube.
Oh, they couldn't do the original version? Like, what? Did they lose access to it?
I'm unsure. I say couldn't as though it was a non-functional thing, because that's basically how their tweet read. their tweet read
entirely possible.
Their tweet read as sorry, we can't do this, and it's weird to hear that because that was a feature on the cube, but MTGO is under a different management. It was moved off of Wizards to Daybreak. It was the
Daybreak, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that exist to keep Sunset alive.
Yeah, they hold maintenance mode MMOs, basically.
Yeah.
So we're not doing the wild cube. We're just doing the wild cube. So still, darn, you know. But yeah, this is a quite silly format. I've talked about it before that I knew this as a format called Decadent Draft, because you would spend a whole box for 2 players to be able to play each other. And, like, that sounds like the only people who would do this are people who would buy, like, cases. And the actuality is that the people who would do that were the people who got paid in 2 boxes of product to judge an event and had nothing else to do with the product.
Makes sense.
This was it was a format I basically exclusively knew judges play. I would say back in the era where judges were paid in product. I don't know how that operates currently. I haven't been I've been out of that loop for too long. But it used to be like you judged a PTQ. Here you go, and then you go talk to Dan Bach and see what you could get for a box.
I have a feeling that the what they did was, because originally the way that this worked was the way that the Crunchwrap Supreme originally worked.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the first time they had done a Supreme Draft before.
That was the very first.
Specifically that.
So likely they fixed it for and now the current implementation is
Yeah, I'm willing to bet they changed the program, whatever that does that. And they did not keep a draft of how it worked originally. So,
but yeah, unknown. But it is, so we won't be seeing duplicates. We will be seeing a lot. It is a safe bet we'll be playing blue.
oh, yeah, it's vintage.
Safest bet. 16 players. All the most powerful things we have available are in that color, and the cards that beat the most powerful things available. So,
Resident Evil 0324. Their favorite Resident Evil games, right there.
God,
0, 3, 2, and 4.
Not a fan of one.
No one's Resident Evil 0 is no one's favorite Resident Evil game. I can guarantee that.
Is this like somebody hoping for a Resident Evil 0 remake? Like, we have 3, 2, and 4. You get the 0 one?
I hope not.
You get the 0 update? It's weird this cube only has blue cards. Oh, there's
there's some black cards.
Yeah,
here.
there's some black cards. I've heard there's a green card in here.
Yeah, maybe one. Maybe two even.
I've been told. I've been told there's maybe a red card. I don't know if there's a white card.
I don't think there's a white card.
So, starting things off.
Mystic Confluence and Wrath of God.
Yeah, I'm looking at D-Tutor. I'm looking at Mystic Confluence.
There's a Confluence.
I'm looking at Mana Fixing. Like, we can pick up like D-Tutor Bloodstained Mire.
Let's get a Swamp.
Yeah, Swamp, which is, this is liable. We can find a duel that grabs. Yeah, there's not like, what is this killing? I don't think there's a creature in this format.
Yeah, who's playing creatures?
We could be the ultimate.
It's killing Lodestone Golem, I think.
It's killing Corsair Crewfix. It's killing Crucible of Worlds. There are creatures in this. I'm looking at these two. Like Mystic.
Killing Luris of the Dream Den.
It's killing Hull Breacher.
Oh yeah.
Which is for some godforsaken reason in the vintage queue right now. If you haven't played with or against that card, great.
Fuck Hull Breacher.
Keep that to your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with these two. Mr. Confluence is close. But I like getting, like, D-Tutor is clearly like a black card that I would play as my only black card. Like if I could only play, it's like, I'm playing one black card, D-Tutor is like on that list.
Great. That's what you're playing is a copy of anything else in your deck.
Yeah, that's why. So all right, pack 2.
The way these work is that you don't see any of those cards back.
They're all gone.
That's it.
All right, we got Super Reanimator targets. We've got Yogg's Will Him. We could actually go heavier on them.
Him. Those are pretty good.
Snapcaster stands out to me, obvious. Like right now, even just Snapcaster D-Tutor.
Yeah, true.
Him is interesting. It's a little bit of a commitment towards black, heavier than I would expect. I don't feel bad passing Yogg's Will because there's multiple different options for that.
There's Underworld Breach. There's Past in Flames. Yeah. Those are both in here too, I'm pretty sure.
And I'm a little, we could go like Snap Yogs and try to build towards that.
True.
Though, if my memory serves, Desire was removed from this cube.
What? Why?
That's a great question.
You're auto-selecting a Triome right now for some reason.
Nah, I'm gonna keep on these two while I think about this. Maybe we'll get Bowmasters and the other black card to splash.
Maybe Desires doesn't work very well anymore online. I don't know.
I think that's just a mistake. I'm gonna be short on that. Yeah. Like I think that's that sounds. Come on.
Mine's Desires is just fun. It's a fun card to play with.
You get to spin the wheel. I love spinning the wheel. I don't know.
My treasure to take.
I feel like getting to resolve him in this format is something strong. I feel like double black is a bit of an ask, but I'm gonna go for it. Dismember,
Mox
Chain Lightning,
Emeralds.
Mox Emerald is an auto pick. Watery Grave is looking nice. Tinker is an option. Tinker might just be an auto option with the fact that we're going to end up with a lot of Mox.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, go for it.
You know,
I don't mind.
I'm thinking, like, it's tough because it's like I'm immediately like, oh, I don't know how I feel about Tinker when I don't have targets or stuff, but I'm gonna end up with like a bunch of Mox style effects. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about these two. Water Grave is also deep on my mind. I want something that's fetchable. We'll have to keep an eye out for things that are fetchable that grab this. I think.
I love Mystic Forge. That I'm not saying pick it or not.
Yeah,
I just love that card.
Strong card. I love its
spells
final line.
And colorless spells.
I really love the final line on that like on its own means nothing, but with the card means everything. Like, I think that's really cool.
It lets you dig one deeper. It's like draw a card.
Hello.
Bolus's Citadel.
I found a thing I found a thing to tinker into. It's number 2 here.
Well, if you want to lean really hard in on it, there's Mox Opal, there's things like that.
Yeah. There's Luris, there's Spell Pierce, there's...
Because Mox Opal can still be tinkered away without needing anything else, is my thought.
I'm thinking between
Spell Pierce as well.
Yeah. And Luris, this is a world where like a Black Lotus is like we just play this in the main deck sort of thing. We can't, obviously, with I think your opponent will cast a non-creature. That's true. I'm worried that like my opponent will go land Mox and then do a thing. Like I'm I'm between these two basically. Luris right now only recurs Snapcaster.
But also it's pick 4. It's fine. You're gonna get more things to do it with. So it's not like a regular one where you might not get them. You're getting them because you pick 2 of the best out of an entire pack.
Right. Reprieve, perhaps playable. Airtie's like also real, but I'm more interested in the wild things that Luris can do.
Sure.
Underground Sea is an auto pick. The One Ring is probably the other.
Yeah, likely. I'm down for that.
Subtlety is quite good too, but like this is another strong like artifact like a reason, and like this card does some nonsense. For those not familiar, for one, there's a nice book series I can recommend to you. But this is a 1-turn fog that also draws like 6 cards.
Yep, 1-turn fog draws 6 cards. You lose like 2 life to it.
Yeah, and then you get just like you could get rid of it by sacking it to your Tinker or playing it off of playing a thing that copies it or a number of other bits. This is a format where Trinket Mage would be real. There's obviously things for Trinket Mage to grab. Subtlety is powerful. Yeah, I don't think there's a... Alright, what are we looking at? Not a ton that immediately stands out to me here. There's some, like, reasonable, like, aggro pieces.
I like, as just an option available to you, grabbing that Volk Island.
That's a good thought. Rona's reasonable. Hmm.
If Hallowed Fountain was the blue-black one, then I'd probably recommend that as well, but it's not. It's a blue-white one. You don't have a blue fetch yet.
Maybe Star? Maybe just like, here's a creature that we can bring in a reasonable world, or like, I don't know, like, I don't. This card is
The first line of text isn't happening.
no, but the artifact.
The artifact thing actually can happen.
Yeah.
Also, you do have the One Ring in Bolus's Citadel, and if I could see you killing yourself off of damage to yourself.
Yeah, Star's the other one I'm thinking about, because that's like cycling, mana fixing style. I don't know that this is real enough, but I haven't played with it, so I'm gonna see. True name Nemesis. Hi, how you doing?
Hull Breacher.
So, for those not familiar with Hull Breacher, if an opponent would draw a card except for the first one they draw on their draw step, instead you create a treasure token. So, for one, this was like a hyper counterspell for like, ancestral level
Time
things.
Twister.
But yeah, if you or your opponent Time Twister and this is flipped out, then
good luck, baby.
Yeah, have fun with that one. Portal of Phyrexia.
That card is a fucker. I love it.
I know we have Bolus's Citadel as a tutor target. I know like creatures might be a little bit of a.
Yeah, maybe it won't really have a thing to hit, really.
Yeah, obviously it's something that like gets played in circumstances where like our opponent is putting things onto the board.
True Name is pretty much a perfect creature for this format, is what I'm thinking about it over Portal.
Yeah, I'm just considering the Tinker world. I know we already have Citadel, and Citadel kind of wants us to be down to. Talisman of Progress ain't unpickable either.
True.
What if we're like blue, but we have like creatures on board? That's weird.
Like a couple.
Crucible.
Not many, just like a couple.
So here's the white card.
Yeah, it's very.
Narset, you say? Narset is also a Time Twister lover. Thinking about Crucible. Thinking about
Crucible grabbing fetches.
Or,
also like a way to kill yourself slowly.
Yeah. Keep thinking about this. I've never played this card, and it seems like it has some power to it, but like very in a monarchy way. I don't know how I feel about handing off 3 cards to an opponent. Okay. We can get some disruptive elements now with Miscalc. Tidebinder. Tendrils as a thing that's around now that we have Citadel. The Citadel's thing is honestly much more of a like overwhelming them in card advantage is going to be more the thing there. Beer Battle Spheres here too. Reason I'm on. So we got a lot of these like 3 mana blue creatures that do things. This one has a Stifle that also blanks the card, which can do some heavy lifting in certain things. And Miscalc is Miscalc. Memory Lapse is also fine here if we want to double like a bit more cheaper pieces. I feel like this is probably the end of what I want for like 3 mana stuff, and maybe even goes in over True Name in my mind, but hi. Ooh.
Ancestral Recall.
And also,
Well, Cannoneer.
Cannoneer is a way to win games. Very ridiculous card. Ward 4 is effectively hexproof. And whenever an artifact comes into play, unblockable and +1/+1 counter. Yeah. Sheldok's the other card I would pick in here. But Recall is pretty obvious. And
I'm actually not surprised to see Misery Shadow end up in this cube.
It's a hell of a card.
This absolute motherfucker of a shade.
This card has given me more like headaches about cube design. Is it bad your eye was caught by Sheldok? No, that was my card number 2 until I saw Cannoneer. This card is unreasonably strong in this cube. It's a land that casts a free spell, and the condition is not hard. The condition is a player has 20 or fewer cards, and you start at 40, 33. So fetches, things like this, that's very quick. I just think the Cannoneer is a way to finish things off. Okay, I'm worried looking at trying to set up the small things here to finish this up.
Frantic Search.
Okay, don't hate you. I'm not sure that you're fully involved in this. Steam Vents is still sort of hedging towards an unknown that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Flesh Gorger's a body. I feel like in most instances where I'd tutor for Flesh Gorger, I'd rather grab Cannoneer. So I'm not super huge on that. It is fine.
If people are going to be playing single target removal in this, it will usually be either sacrifice or they just don't care about paying the life. Whereas with Cannoneer, the mana-based board makes it actually harder to kill.
I'm going to go with this because I don't think I'm including Frantic Search.
All right, fair enough.
Time Spiral. Okay, we got some interesting choices here. Time Spiral, Shieldred as another black card that actually pulls a lot of weight in this world. In a world of draw 7s, Shieldred ends games. Maybe we just take this combination.
I'm Gnomebitten.
Yeah, that does 14 damage when you play Time Spiral.
How's it going now?
I was watching Balatro, and I'm watching a different card. I forgot how Supreme Draft works.
We can't get duplicates. 18 packs, pick 2 cards. You don't get anything else.
Pick 2 cards, toss the rest of the pack into the garbage.
The reason I like the Time Spiral is also because we have both Hull Breacher and Narset. So any draw 7s are just that's actually the reason I'm after the Volcanic Island and Steam Vents, is that if Wheel shows up, I want to
and that does make Shieldred quite good.
Yeah. So
question becomes, do you have Mire and C.
We need to fix that up.
You don't have Blood Crypt, so Mind Collapse 21.
Good old rock.
Fire Ice, Mishra's Work Desk, Jace, Phantasmal
Image. I'm kind of looking at this lower end. So one of the things I'm noting here is that we're 2/3 through and we're on 1 Mox. So we are not likely to be throwing down all of our 3 drops on 2. So we need our curve to kind of evaluate better for that.
Well, that makes Fire Ice an easy pick. What about Mishra's Work? What do you think, Doc? What do you like?
I'm actually not very experienced with this particular pack. Fire Ice I agree with, but I don't know what about a second pick.
Mishra's Desk is just like a generic cantrip. It's cheap. You can play it twice. Kind of like a Think Twice in a weird way.
It's also a thing to sack to Tinker as an option.
It is a Tinker thing. That's quite good.
Yeah.
You can also you can unearth it and then tinker it. But maybe you just pick the Phantasmal image.
Yeah, I feel like the Fire Ice fits because like this is a card that gets us like, our silly annoying disruption plus a little bit of like I can ping off uh annoying style creatures.
I guess the question for the research desk is Tinker a card you're including in your deck?
100%.
If Tinker Citadel is something you're interested in, you're going to need more than just Mox Emerald to make it work.
Yeah. This card doesn't impress me is all.
It's like a bad ponder. It's pretty powerful, but Phantasmal Image is also really powerful.
Well, I guess we're taking image and desk. Oh. I didn't get the swap in time on that. What's this one? Oh, this is the other
It's like the Stifle type stuff?
Yeah, Stifle. That's what this one's for.
I feel like Lotus Petal is a slam dunk. As a bad Mox. That is a Tinker card.
Howdy.
Also Cryptic.
And then
another option.
Yeah, then the next thing becomes Cryptic, Realgrim Triome.
Yeah, or like even
Fatal Push.
Have some form of way to kill anything in play. There will be targets.
Is that what matters? I guess you want to be able to kill a Thalia or something like that. You can fetch Triome off basically anything.
If this were a black Triome and not a red Triome, I'd be more after it because I have Steam Vents Volk Island, and I don't have red in the deck right now. Like, other than research desk.
You can fetch it off of Bloodstained Mire, though, can't you?
Yep, you get a mountain. You can fetch, but you can also fetch Volk and Sea off of Steam Vent.
Yeah, like.
So yeah, maybe not the Realgrim Triome, but you could Lotus Petal Slam Dunk. I know you never said to put Cryptic in a deck.
Time Twister. And Mind Twist. Let's get twisty.
Okay.
Get twisty.
Let's take a look because there's also there's a lot in this. Like there's Karnstruck Karn.
Karnstruck Karn. There's Prismatic Vista. You are going to be playing basics.
Yep.
You're probably playing like a mountain, a swamp, and then a bunch of islands. You're probably playing several swamps.
I would say several swamps with Sheldred making it in here.
If it's one Mox, is Mind Twist any good? Like it's going to be Mind Rout a lot of this, which is good. But...
I know the fact that we it's a lot better if we actually did have like 3 Mox and a Grim Monolith or something. And like
I kind of like Vista here, so you can cast Turok.
Yeah. And honestly, like, Sheoldred's the one I very specifically want to cast. The draw 7s are like...
If we had more fast mana, that Tez would actually be pretty good, too.
Yeah, this has a lot I like in here. Karnstruck Karn is also something I'm always, like, happy to see.
Actually, Tez makes stuff like Research Desk better.
Pluto Delta...
There's a Rafine Tower, Thought Scour, Remand...
So we could fix up the mana with something like this. We could grab, like, Counterspell Remand.
Yeah, the tower kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Counterspell's pretty good.
I think I like just a flat Counterspell rather than doing this, especially in a format where, like, if I'm trying to remand a threat when they've already played Mox land.
It's also a format where you can remand something somebody played off Black Lotus.
It's true. But I can also just counterspell that, and then it's gone.
It's true.
And I don't have to think about it for a while. Yawgmoth's cool.
Yagis and Duretti are both good. Fractured Identity.
There's only a few cards I care about in white, and Fractured Identity is on that short list.
In the pack with Rafine's Tower. Very fun.
Yes. Thought Scour below the cut, which is also, like, fine.
Perfectly playable.
All right, 2 more packs. Like, let's just get 4 Moxes.
I'll take
All right, there's one.
That's another Mox. All right.
Darkslick Shores.
Darkslick Shores, Retrofitter Foundry, Mana Leak below the cut.
Mana Leak is something.
Yeah. Foundry is the, like,
I would be much more interested in the Foundry if we
We don't have
had
we don't have like
like
Urza.
Urza's Saga. Actually, we do. We need Tinker stuff.
Is Foundry part of Soil Meat Combo? Not this one. No, we had. It's a different Foundry.
It's Thopter Foundry.
Yep.
Although this is a foundry that makes Thopters, but don't confuse it with Thopter Foundry.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Doc? Do you like the Dark Silk Swords?
I like both of these. I like fixing.
Yeah. Right now we've got.
I didn't chime in purely because Slyo immediately identified the cards that I would recommend. So.
I just don't want to talk over it.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine.
And
I'm eminently overable.
Are we Mox Diamond gamers?
Flame Slash Below the Cut. I think we're Baleful Strix gamers for sure.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's exactly what we want.
Because that's
as both an artifact, cycles, and is a flying death creature.
This card does everything you want a card to ever do. Like this is just
here's Heath to punish us for not picking Beerus Tower or whatever.
Yeah.
But, in another world, Psy Master Thopterus would be good. Douthie Voidwalker is the generic pick.
So I'm thinking we are Mox Diamond because we are also Time Twister, Time Spiral gamers.
Yeah, this might not be a deck that turn 1 Mox Diamonds. It might be one that Mox Diamonds after a twist. That's a good point.
Are we a deck that gives a damn? Sadly, no, because the one of the pieces of power that this card has is being able to do both sides. And like this is just black destroy target creature for us. We're really unable to take advantage of it.
We don't have Rafine's Tower.
Yeah, we'd have to have Mox Diamond plus Lotus Petal. We could do it.
Fable also splashable and gives you a tinker target.
Gives you some treasure.
Gives you treasure.
Fable, maybe. I won't say
Thraben Inspector. Yeah, that's your artifact for Tinker.
That's the artifact for Tinker.
I want to point out, I did see Novice Inspector earlier. Both Thraben Inspectors are in this.
Yeah.
Fable is.
Yeah, it's
the most like.
It's a smoothment.
For any, I'm trying to find a way to, because it's not the best. It's not like the most powerful card printed in the last 3 years.
Not Fable is movement. Fable is wave dashing. You know.
All right, so
it is all over the place, though. It's an extremely easy to include card in basically any deck.
Well, like it has like I want to say the last 3 Pro Tour wins under its belt across different formats. Like,
yeah. I'm immediately not liking Phyrexian Flesh Gorger.
Yeah, I think the card
that was an alternate pickup over Cannoneer if we wanted an alternate like big.
Yeah, I think this was against Frantic Search, and I just don't think this is a Frantic Search deck.
Yeah. All right, can Frantic Search target? I'm sure.
I believe it's just draw 2.
Draw 2 cards.
Discard.
I believe it's
lands. So.
I had to make sure it wasn't Dak Faden.
Yeah,
Dak Faden is something you do with Hull Preacher. Is that he can target for some reason?
Honestly, I'm thinking like just cut this Crucible. This is 23.
Yep, we kind of pinch our nose and play the.
I guess, do we accept Mox Diamond as a, cut one last card, and then Mox Diamond as a card rather than a land?
What do we cut? Is it like Sir Ginger? What does Sir Ginger do again?
This is just...
Sir Ginger...
This was a very early pickup with, some artifact liking that I do not believe has enough payoffs in this deck. But...
So it's artifact for Tinker.
Yeah, that's the other part. It's an artifact.
And emergency style also, if you does gain life when you're playing Bolas Citadel fetches, and also
it does do a good job of threatening the planeswalkers that will exist. If if an Oko exists or something, we're probably still screwed. But
I have one problem with Sir Ginger. This has nothing to do with including it in the deck and all that. My only problem is that they've been very consistent about including the artifact token types on creatures and stuff, where they do exactly the thing that the token does.
This one does
Surge Injure
something
technically
different.
only does that on an empty board.
Yeah, because if you got a +1 counter on it, it gains 4 life.
There's a couple like there's
a few exceptions, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is one that is like technically a food on its base case. There's the clue food, the sweet path.
Mm-hmm.
That's like pay 2, tap sack, gain 3 life, draw a card. So it just does both.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just play the diamond as a land, which is a little wonky, but it's fine.
Hold on, what's the
you could cut the
counts?
nemesis.
Strix,
Research Desk, Surge Injure, Appcaster Mage, Phantasmal Image, and of course Lotus Petal.
Yeah. It's funny that I'm sitting here, because like the other 3s we have that are creatures, I think are way more
you got the Tide
dangerous.
Hull Breacher is required. So Luris is basically here for... Actually, Luris Research Desk is actually pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's like a Rinse Resolve every turn, or whatever. So, better than Beatrice Bobble. I think we just slam. We might take out like the True Name Nemesis for Mox Diamond, or we just
slam in.
Because like our really we top out at 4. Like
honestly, do I not care about this?
Yeah, if you're gonna kill someone with Shieldred instead, like you don't need to do damage to them with a creature.
Our Tinker target is well known and well.
Yeah, our Tinker target is here. Our backup Tinker target, if we draw it, is here.
Yeah, or if we would die, because Tinker being able to say you gain hexproof and
yes, we can
all protection from everything until your next turn.
I know that Kappa gets out of hand really fast. My problem is that I'm actually worried about our artifact count. Like, our artifact count is like 7.
Our Cannoneer the only way to really power Cannoneer is to repeatedly play Lotus Petal off Luris.
Yeah, Tinker is sorcery speed.
Yeah, Tinker is sorceries. God.
and step Tinker. Mid-combat.
No, what I'm thinking of is on your upkeep turn 0, Spirit Guide, Metamorphose, Flash,
Destron.
Flash in any artifact creature in response to the sacrifice trigger, Tinker.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, let me get out of here.
Oh yeah, you don't need the map.
Hold on.
Oh wait, no. Mire is okay. Island is a mountain you can you can fetch off Mire.
Yeah, but the Underground Sea is a.
Yeah, but you might want if you play Sea turn 1 and then. Like turn 2, want to hold up Counterspell with Bloodstained Mire.
Okay, I'm not playing the Steam Vents in that course.
Yeah, Steam Vent. You should play Island over Steam Vents, but Volk makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the Mire, it's edge case enough.
I know.
We've reached the Mendoza line for playing it on basic, whereas I wouldn't play it.
All right, let's take the This is gonna be a hard fought 2-1.
Oh, I think you have enough cheese in your deck that I think you could maybe go 3-0.
I feel like each opponent is gonna slam down Mox Lotus, on turn 1, and we just don't have the heat for that.
If we couldn't, the 3 greatest minds in modern Magic could not forge from the loam a perfect cube deck.
I am at best a mid-mind of modern Magic. I will never take that claim.
If the 3 of us, the highest, the mid, and the lowest minds of modern Magic, could not come together and forge the greatest Crunchwrap cube deck of all time, who else could possibly do it?
The last
Now
draft
this
I
is a
played
mana
in person,
base.
I think I was the fourth best player at that table at best. That's a mana base. It can't play Counterspell or Narset.
No, this one is we're hoping our opponent goes Ragavan on turn 1. We have so many wheels, we should just mulligan.
I know.
This has Prismatic Vista as its only land.
It
does have Research Desk.
This is Research Desk to find second land.
But then it has a 4, 3, and a 3.
You put back True Name, and then the positive plan is to Research Desk off Lurrus. This is not fast though, so if you demand a fast hand, we mulligan. And then we just find Mox land Time Twister and be cool.
Like, you have... Alright, fair enough. I was thinking, like, you have Ancestral Recall and Time Twister in this deck. Like,
yeah, like
a lot of 5s still look fine, honestly.
See, we're fine. We're fine.
Alright, mentally, I am searching a black...
So...
Yeah, we delta first, and then that gives us the option of Counterspell or...
Yes.
Him to Turok next.
Okay, give me that Underground Sea, and give me that Mishra's Desk, please.
I'm looking at the chat right now. I am, of course, tricking him into getting Wasteland. Let's see what happens.
Scalding Tarn.
I get to play Sir Ginger and then have a artifact to sack.
Okay. Here's the thing with fetch lands and actual duels. If you're going to instep fetch to thin, you don't need that. You can do it on your upkeep instead. Blade of the First Pride, motherfucker.
Better than that.
Monolink? Stern Scolding? Yeah, Stern Scolding.
Stern Scolding.
The Gandalf one. Let's go.
Fool of a Took. I can't believe Sir Ginger got the Scold. Oh, we play Volk for Mishra's research desk. Got it.
Okay, Lurrus can come out. That's good at least.
Yeah, we can. We have Lurrus research desk as a thing we can do.
Oh, there it is. I could not find my exile zone.
I was scared too. I was like, what?
I was like,
I was reading the card. Does it say cast?
Yeah,
I don't think it does say cast.
I'm pretty sure that card's playing. Like, okay, opponent missed the land drop, by the way, on the Stern Scolding turn, but they probably have.
Malcolm.
Okay. Well, if only.
Yeah, sadly.
This is my punish for grabbing the swamp. Which I felt was necessary with 2 double black cards.
You had 2 double black cards in your hand. It's fine. Yeah. Well, you can call it a punish, but it's a punish for something you made an educated guess on what you should grab, and you chose, in this case, wrong. That's not actually a wrong choice.
Okay, discard an Edict.
So, I would like to draw...
Oh, shit.
Well,
alright, well,
that's concerning. Well, we'll just Phantasmal Image whatever they load us out. It's fine. Okay, that's only 1 turn off.
They discarded Shield or Edict. We didn't draw land, so we couldn't go Lurrus Research Desk.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to do.
I was really hoping to draw Lotus Petal for that reason.
Do I just Lurrus flat?
It's either Lurrus flat or Image their Malcolm.
Yeah. Like the thing with Image their Malcolm is that, like, again, like this, 3 cards in hand, we can try to buy a bit more time so that these can come online. Yeah, I think that's...
Like, they'll play their removal, which they would have pointed at Lurrus anyways, and...
That way, if it's treachery, we don't get slammed for it.
They just have Monolink. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So this is better.
So the thing I'm most scared of is a draw 7 at this stage, because our opponent's on like 3 in hand, eluding, like.
Yeah, if they wheel here.
Yeah, if they wheel here. Okay.
Now they're just going to Knights. Shame we couldn't play Shielder.
Drawing a Mox would be pretty cool. How many turns does this need? 4? 4.
They've played Scolding and Miss Cow. We'll get to see how many counter spells they actually have.
Sure, that's hard to justify on
clock.
And?
Yeah, just play. Okay.
Okay.
That's just a guy. They have no artifacts.
I would say no artifacts, so it's just Urza. Spins for your whole turn.
You get 2 power. Who cares?
So we want
tapped out.
Island. All right.
Okay. Options are Slam Shieldred or Luris Research Desk and Tinker into Citadel next turn with. We'll have 10 life to work with.
I kind of like getting Shieldred at that stage, especially if it's like not
They've
contested.
already discarded a sack. How much targeted removal are people actually playing in the Vintage Supreme draft?
Yeah,
is my question.
Especially stuff that can kill Shieldred.
Right, it has to be Dismember or Bust, basically.
If they chump attack with the constructs, just take 1.
Yeah.
So they can't Fatal Push or Shield.
This also makes a wheel just like not real. That can't be.
It just nearly kills them outright if they play a wheel.
That means we want to draw a wheel.
Yep. Okay.
Strix.
Okay. Take 2 damage to play Baleful Strix. Makes sense to me. Now basically, if we draw a wheel, they're instantly dead.
So the thing I want is if I can untap with Shieldred, I feel fine.
Yeah. Time Walk.
Okay.
Okay.
That's going to do 2 more damage to them.
Okay.
That means their
How greedy are you, opponents?
Their Malcolm's going to be on next. They didn't attack.
They didn't attack.
Why did they not attack? Oh, because Malcolm loots, so they lose life.
Yeah, they lose life. They're actually in like Shieldred has them in a
They're duress. Okay.
Okay.
Take our Tinker. Little do they know we have a Snapcaster.
How did they know?
They might take the counterspell.
I would take the counterspell personally, because like if I can untap and guard this with a counterspell, I feel like I just win.
Well, they're out of cards. They can clamp their Strix.
Yeah, they can clamp Strix. They can clamp Malcolm.
They can also spin Urza.
Yeah, they have 1 spin of Urza. I can't attack with Strix in play, obviously.
I want one of these games to turn into Ancestral recall your opponent's face to kill them. Not through milling them out, but because they take 6 damage.
It's entirely possible that is where this one goes.
Okay, if they're attacking with Malcolm this turn, they should have attacked last turn.
Yes,
so that this turn
they got the free
cast
card.
the spell. Whereas now, they have to draw.
I think they're rightfully worried about their life total.
Which they should be.
Yeah, but then they would have it back as a blocker in the next turn. If all right,
so that makes 5 toughness. So I can't attack.
Minimum, we get Luris Research Desk.
They do have a spin. Oh.
Okay, that's actually very good. That's Tinker online without nearing Luris.
Do that? Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Because we can snap Tinker back. Okay, here's a serious question.
Yes.
Do we tinker for Citadel or do we tinker for One Ring?
I was actually going to say aloud that I believe.
I was thinking tinker for One Ring as well. Yeah,
because we have Shieldred in play.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. That tinker for One Ring, especially that like just gets us a round.
It gets you around. You can't take damage next turn. You have protection from everything, so they can't target you with anything either.
Okay. Next question. Ruby, we could research Unearth, and then
I kind of like leaving the desk.
Oh,
around
is
for
that only on
Lurrus.
Cast on Ring? Okay.
No, it's ETB. I checked.
It's inner the
Oh my
battlefield.
god.
It's ETB.
Yeah, the One Ring is even better than you think it is.
It's better
Always.
because you can like flicker it. I've seen that before.
Oh, you're right. It works
like
with copies and stuff. Yeah.
I kind of like keeping the research desk around for Lurrus.
Oh, actually, no, that's true. It enters the battlefield. If you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn.
Okay, so if you clone it, it works.
That's why
Yes.
that's what I was thinking was I know you clone it, it functions, but
Okay, so we won't have protection, but then do we does that make Citadel better?
Citadel might also just kill us, but Citadel could also just give us something that wins on the spot, right? Like
If Citadel has Wheel of Fortune on top, or I don't know, it's hard to say. We do have we can chump with Snapcaster.
I feel like there's actually not a tremendous number of things that Citadel instantly kills you on. And even then with Children like on board, it's mostly fine.
We have Lurrus in play. This is fine.
Does nothing, unfortunately, but
Now we can. Do you just want to clear the top, or do you want to Lurrus cast Research Desk?
I think I want to pass here with Snapcaster Counterspell active.
Oh, we have Snap Counterspell. Okay, we're cool. We're beautiful.
Yeah,
we have Lotus Petal.
From here, we're on Snap Counterspell, and they're in a very tense position.
Yeah, and they have like a spin, and they can clamp their Strix, but they're at 9. They're going to be at 7.
Yeah, so and Snap
They didn't spin.
They didn't spin. Okay. You can tap all your artifacts for mana with Urza.
Yeah, ETP with cast trigger. Cast if is very fake because that's a FNM thing.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't Temporal Aperture? Okay, yeah, they get to do that. Yeah, we just let them do this, right?
And then we just counter whatever this is.
Yeah, they can't Urza for it because Urza shuffles, right? It's Temporal Aperture.
Well, they can just...
They could Malcolm it, but if they do that, we just counter it.
As long as it's not Eldrazi.
I guess, yeah, if it can be countered.
Okay, if you're afraid of that, then just counter it.
Because like, what's the? I'm just going through the.
We have so many looks next turn that there's totally dead. And so if you just want to counter this, you can.
Countering it is the safer option.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting here thinking about the world where there is a specific card that this kills us on.
And it could be bait because they could be
Well, like they have the resolution for it. Like it can't be bait in the sense that like they can draw whatever card they grab there.
Yeah.
And
I guess now they search for clamp. Cowards.
Coward.
Yeah, you're not gonna win that way.
Yeah, that's you can't play this position.
Is Tar Pit 3 or 4 to send in?
3.
Yeah, I should have sent in Tar Pit to attack our life total.
Time Twister. They lose.
Oh, yeah. Tailspin. Oh, yeah. Tailspin.
Let's
do it all the thick and thin. I got a tail to spin. Spin it.
Cryptic backup.
It's like even if they had a counter spell and to counter Time Twister, you would play him first, and then they would either discard it or they have to play it.
Counter cryptic backup.
Yeah, with cryptic
or cryptic backup. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything well enough to change
our
here.
4 sideboard cards. Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, Supreme
We
Craft
Cuban,
never gives you
indeed.
any sideboard, does
Hello.
it?
Hey. Ty, thanks for the raid. First offline frame perfect here with the other folks. Welcome. We're Cuban. We are. So this is the Supreme Draft, or the Crunchwrap Supreme, as we call it. The way this draft works is that you take 18 packs. You open a pack, take 2 cards out, throw the rest in the trash. Then open pack 2, take 2 cards, throw the rest in the trash. So your deck is very powerful because you're picking first and second picks 18 times. The way this works with the Vintage Cube, we don't. There's not duplicates, but.
This is still kind of rough.
Nah, this ain't it.
This is a deck that mulligans.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate this.
This is a hand that casts Blade of the First Pride.
Yeah, and then wants to Hymn to Turok or Hullbreacher.
Yeah.
It has Shieldred, which is obviously a thing.
Yeah, Shieldred is a knockout, yeah. It's fine, we'll just draw a land. Or a Mox. Or Lotus Petal. We should specify which Mox, because if we draw a Mox Diamond, it's going to be very funny.
I want your opponent to actually just skip through this game by immediately slamming down this, a Mox, Black Lotus.
Yeah, give me land, Mox.
Play a 5 on turn 1.
You duress my him.
5.
Okay.
Little do you know, our hand sucks.
Little do you know, our hand rules.
There we go. Yeah, we just play Sir Ginger, I guess.
Yeah, this is pressure at them.
And we do know that your opponent does have Sign in Blood in their deck, and that would really kick their ass, the Hull Breacher, given that I think that's the only draw spell that they played.
Yeah, which they play it right now because they know about it. So they're gonna.
Yes. Okay.
Now, do we sorcery speed the Hull Breacher? Play Swamp because they know about it. Darkslick will come untapped.
Darkslick will come untapped either way.
We sorcery speed plays.
I think we do because we know
they have Stern Scolding and Miscalc. We're not going to get them.
I like the idea of getting around. We know, they've shown mana leak and such. This is also we are showing pressure.
There's a lot of pressure going on. This is 6 power on board. You're about to slam down Shieldred the turn after next.
Okay,
all right.
That makes sense. Dueling Shieldreds. You can play Strix and lose 2 life, then gain 2 life.
All right. Dueling Shieldreds.
This is an extremely common standard.
Anyway.
At least you don't have to worry about dueling Shieldreds and dueling Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
So we don't have any target removal in our deck, right? None?
Basically, no. Cryptic?
Yeah, we got Cryptic. Yeah,
Cryptic
is targeted removal. It kills. It does, right? Yeah.
I'd count it.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
That's fine.
I accept. These terms are fine.
This benefits you more than them.
No, Appnap, motherfucker.
Oh, right.
No. Also, I control a Hull Breacher.
Yeah, we control a Hull Breacher.
I control a Hull Breacher. What do you want?
Okay, thanks. I guess you have your treasures. They over.
Lunchtime, boys.
Lunchtime, boys. That could have just been a cool way to concede.
That too.
But we had a whole.
You could also choose the order in which these go off. That's right.
Yep.
Because Appnap, active player, then knocked active player. So we will gain life first and then lose life, which is why we were going up to 32. Then we were going to drop down to 18. All right, that's sorcery
If
speed.
Your opponent drew cards.
Whole Breacher. Also, our wheel was. Look at our wheel.
I was gonna say, like, the draw on this, like, I don't actually, like, you know, like, obviously their 7 is real, but is cards, but we get to go, like,
God,
Tinker backed up.
1820.
We just tinker into Bolus's Citadel.
Yeah,
We're cool.
Tinker with Bolus into Bolus's Citadel. We can him or miscalc off of it. Anyway.
Okay,
also, yeah.
disconnected.
I'd also note, with AppNap, if they
had drawn cards,
they
would have died.
So.
Yeah.
All right, they didn't die because of Hull Breacher.
The Hull Breacher, yeah.
Hull Breacher saved their life. I forgot about Hull Breacher and was just thinking about Shieldred. That's why I thought they were murdering themselves.
I was also just thinking about Shieldred. I completely forgot.
Yeah, I was thinking about the fact that they were just handing me 7 cards.
I was like, wait a second, they have to draw their Lotus, or else that's really bad for them.
That was almost the like worst possible time twister ever played. If they didn't have control, if they also did not control Shieldred, it would have been the worst possible.
Top five worst.
Top five. We're getting top 5.
Like easy. Oh.
That could have been a cool concession, or they were in a rough spot there if their Twister was turned off anyways.
I cast Time Twister. The effect of this card is Mind Twist myself. You draw 7. Like, also you get 7 treasures.
You draw 7, also gain 7 treasures.
Yeah. I do. Dueling Shieldreds is.
It sucks to play.
Shieldred's a fucking card.
It's a stupid
card.
Actually.
Yeah, I love that both of us are backing the twist. Yeah.
For some reason, bad Time Twisters made me think of a horrifying EDH game where somebody.
You can play it this time, though. You can play it.
I can.
His hand's really bad. It's keepable. Is it keepable? Is this a keepable? This is much better.
This is a much better hand.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. We play. Actually, do we keep Volk? Yeah, we keep Island and put Volk back.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and like
the only reason to keep
Wasteland.
Yeah, because the only thing Volk does for us is it lets us flashback. Research desk.
Shieldred is still $80. Yeah, I've been looking at like cube cards and.
I mean, the Shieldred's not going to go down in price until like
2027 or something.
Yeah. That card is going to stay that expensive because it's going to be in standard for another 2 years.
Actually, it's not going to stay that expensive.
It rotates on the next rotation from memory.
Well, it's not going to go down from that because it's still a modern card.
Actually, hold on. I gotta mentally go through that. It is on the next rotation. My problem is I don't know sets anymore.
So something has happened.
Shieldred was from Dominaria, right?
Yeah, I know it's from Dominaria, but I don't remember if Dominaria is at the back of the block or at the beginning of the next block. Because I want to say Dominaria. I want to say. So my thought process is Dominaria is at the front of Dominaria, Brothers War, All Will Be One, March of the Machine singular, which means it won't rotate with next rotation because next rotation is Innistrad, Kamigawa, New Capenna. So yeah, it won't rotate. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna stick around for another 2 years.
Yes.
So we just shields up here, right? Like.
Oh, they post combat main Mox. Are they gonna go for it? Yeah, they're going for it.
Hell yeah, okay. Tinker, they're miscalculate Tinker.
And then we get to
daze me.
Force. Final 2 cards, Force.
Force blue card.
Anyway.
Oh, it bodes well for this resolving.
Anyway, yeah, if they didn't counter that, they're not counter unless it's Force of Negation. This is
Bolus's Citadel. All right.
Okay, let's just win right now. We haven't played land yet. Or have we?
Yeah, we have. That's game.
Yeah, because Narsa clears the top.
That was turn 2.
Welcome to Vintage Cube.
That's the smell of the game. That's just
That is.
No side. Roll it back.
You cannot draw items to save your goddamn life.
I'm haunted. The true name is this nemesis is naming gens right now. Like
if we don't get turn 2, this hand's great. We have a delayed ponder. We have a Strix into Narset. Like if this is a great legacy cube hand.
We have problems. Our opponent is not is an opponent that is okay. We weren't beating a turn 1. Our deck doesn't have an okay.
Mana vault.
No, they're all gas. They're all gas.
All gas, no
steam.
payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't tap your mana vault if you.
Yeah, that's unless it's for a Grim Monolith. No, they tap these.
Or is it?
That's
Bribery. Bribe.
If they bribe us, that's pretty bad. They put Hull
that's-
Breacher into play.
They're paying an X.
Urza, I was right.
Yeah. So Urza makes a 4/4. Also makes a ton of mana.
Urza has untapped target artifact on it, does it?
No.
No, tap an artifact for blue. So
Okay.
their mana vault is going to be tapped for a while.
Yeah. Our answer to the
We can enter a
construct
4/4.
is here. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We need to.
Yes. So if we can Tidebinder an activation on Urza, we win the game.
Yes.
Do we get Underground Sea here? No, we have the research desk, so we get Volk.
All right. We're probably not using that research deck for a little while. Desk for a little while, but okay.
I'll point out, suggest you had research desk in the thing, and Suggestion did not suggest you put in a mountain.
Are they untapping the? Interesting. Okay.
I'm glad we're not taking 4 damage.
Yeah, I was saying we're not taking 4 right now, which means I get to play Baleful Strix next turn. So our opponent's on 2 in hand, 1 in hand. So the thing I want is I want our opponent to next turn pass with Urza up, and then like we get to Tidebinder.
Tidebinder it. What I want is for draw a Mox, so we can do it when they do it on their main space.
Yeah, that's also better. All right. Good news, I believe that's every swamp.
Yeah, I put on Smell of the Game, and it is improving my cube experience.
Okay. I mean, you can hardcast
Smell
off
of
your
the
swamps.
game. Okay. So,
They
Crunchwrap.
have Sundering Titan in their hand, and they're going to destroy both of your lands. Because they deliberately untapped this. They had something
that's
to
a nice.
pay.
I like that. They lose a land for it too, but I somehow
No,
think they can. No,
No, they're just tinkering
Oh,
for
they're
Citadel.
tinkering it. Okay.
Oh, is it Citadel or is it something spicier?
Titan. Something. Memory jar.
Memory jar. Huh.
Okay. Well,
Tinker for Jar is weird.
especially when they used half their mana on the turn.
Like, they do have a full grip and 4 mana, and they can make a land drop.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Does
That's
that doesn't
not going to work so well with Jar.
that doesn't like do a lot with the jar. Okay.
Let him cook.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Storm off or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say we might be having a storm happen here. It might be lunchtime, boys. Like,
Are we getting tendrilled or brain freeze?
brain freezed. This.
Oh, God.
Yeah, all right.
This-
Yep,
This
yep.
feels like Storm.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, the
They're
only
playing
deck that
Nexus.
tinkers for Jar is a Storm. deck.
Yeah, that's 100%. Discard some lands. Who cares? Untap your Ancient Tomb. What's the storm count at? It's 1, 2, 3.
But hold on though. Doesn't normally
4?
the game
If there's
give
a
you
visible
storm count
if
if
there's a
someone's playing
visible
storm card?
if there's a visible storm card,
Okay.
it doesn't give it to you for free. I think it like
But used to it would give you the storm counter no matter what.
It gives it to you when it hits. Yeah, I was gonna say
when it gives you 5.
I was gonna say the threshold was 6, but 5 looks like it's the threshold. But the storm right now is Tinker, Recall, Frantic Search, Petal, Lotus. If they actually do have the will, yeah, they've got us like dead to rights because they can sack that 4 mana will, and then they get like Recall, Frantic Search, Jar off of will. Manifold, like.
What's the timing on Memory Jar? Like, when do they get their hand back?
End step.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's lunchtime at some point here.
Now they're spinning.
Really?
They bricked.
Okay.
Mystic Tutor doesn't let them draw the card, though.
Okay. What I get like.
Okay, they're going to Mystical Tutor and then Temporal Aperture to
It
shuffle.
It shuffles so that you can't Mystical
they
Tutor.
Can't. They can spin again because they can tap.
They can, but
Petal.
It shuffles, so they can't miss the Mystical Tutor. Doesn't.
Yeah, I just mean
it
they can blow their
Mystical
Lotus.
Tutor from that, and they add 1 to their storm count. I guess is the idea.
It's worth it to cast, but their next spin costs them quite. It costs them their
honestly,
Lotus.
you know what this might be? This might be just literally go grab a will, put it on top of my deck, pass. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
possible, yeah.
Look at the position they're in. Like, the Yogg's will, they probably have enough to kill us. Because they get to replay.
Well, they get to all their jars away, so they're
Oh, we're doing more draw 7s, huh?
I'm sad about
and we're going. And we're still rolling.
Did they just have the tendrils in hand?
It's tendrils for 7 right now. That's not
enough to kill you, but it's close.
It's close. It is 14 of my 18. If it's black,
Yeah,
then
they do have a 4/4.
That does,
Yeah.
Or are they thinking they can? Well, they would have tapped for blue. Well, they got blue.
They have blue still if they want.
If they think they can aperture.
Cool thing,
that.
They can just tap the pedal for blue and not sack it if they want to.
Yep, that's Mox Sapphire right now. Oh, no.
They undid it.
And
okay, it's more complicated.
Spin. Again, spin the wheel. Has 6.
For my treasure to take.
JVP.
Okay, are we getting Storm for 8 then?
Yeah, because they have a suspicious amount of mana.
This is a
That's tendrils. Okay, they did have it in hand.
7 spells cast before tendrils.
Still doesn't kill.
Lunchtime, boys.
You love to see it, though.
I do. I love to see it.
So let's just draw a Narset.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot what our set aside, our jarred hand is.
Okay. Much worse than this. Okay. It's like some lands and a bunch of swamps and cards that.
You have a True Name Nemesis.
We have
True Name.
We have
We have a Citadel in our hand.
A Citadel that cannot be played, basically.
We have a.
Oh no, we have an Narset in our hand. Okay, we just have to draw a blue source. I just had to say it, didn't I?
Well,
you can still research desk for it, right?
Not one of the mana.
No, not one. That costs 1 mana.
Costs 1 to use it. I could leave up
Tidebinder. Okay, here's what we do. We leave up Tidebinder and hope that they tap Urza to.
We have another problem. I wonder if they'll do it. All right, we just have to let this go. It's fine. So,
what you think they're gonna flip? Well, we can Tidebinder the JV.
No. If they flip Jace, they just flashback tendrils.
No. Okay, they should draw and discard the Echo because that's mana, right? And then we just Tidebinder the Jace, and it doesn't flip. Yeah, Tidebinder. He loses all abilities.
So we just Tidebinder it here.
Yeah. This is actually perfect for us.
Okay. This prevents us from getting tendrilled for one.
Killed by tendrils.
And they're a storm deck. They can't be playing removal, right?
So now Jace is blank.
He's been memory wiped. He's on.
Yeah.
He's grown up and matured into a hot dude with no shirt on a desert island.
All right, we're just playing echoes, right? Like this is just echoes for full.
Yeah, they have to echoes for price here.
So I'm actually quite happy about this because our hand is.
Yeah, we
just
would.
trash.
I would love to get twisted here.
I don't like them having. I don't like them having a full grip. That's bad news. But
yes, so long as they don't draw.
You have Shieldred.
We have Shieldred.
A pretty good grip to get there with Time Spiral in hand as well.
3 mana remaining. They have all their resources back, and Tendrils is now back in the deck.
Yeah.
So
they didn't draw. What's it called? Black Lotus, or else they just slammed it.
Yeah.
My fault. 4.
Palantir. Loses life. I think we just have to.
Yeah, we have to let them draw.
We have to let them draw.
Now, Shieldred shuts that off, though. Yeah, we're not didn't shut it off, but Palantir is like the most complicated card in the world for what it does.
The Palantir is like a ton of text for like a draw to on your,
Okay.
It's fun to play with, though, having done so.
Okay. So combat, they can force a block if they want. I don't think it's worth it.
We would happily trade Baleful Strix for any of their artifacts. They get to draw.
So scry 2. Because we can't afford, like, especially because there's a scry on that, like.
Yeah, they'll just put any 2 cost top. Citadel came back. Okay. Options here. We have Dark Slick Mox, just slam Shieldred.
The Slick is tapped.
Yeah, but we play it tapped so that we can Time Spiral next turn.
Fair. So Slam Shieldred is basically operating. Actually, well, okay. Slam Shieldred is a defense against Echo Flashback.
Yeah, and it kind of combats the resources in their hand and the Palantir.
The thing I think that makes the Shieldred best here is specifically that I don't think Counterspell is enough to hold up right now.
Yeah.
Like, against pile of mana, I'm just not convinced. Like, even if they have, like, Tendrils, all they have to do is play any spell first and then Tendrils for 2. Like, we cannot stop somebody who has.
No, all they have to do is pay 4 mana to cast Tendrils of Agony. Like, we lose the 2 life, we die.
Well, if we have Counterspell up.
Yeah. If they have counter. So I think. And then our positive plan becomes Shieldred and then Time Spiral next turn.
Yeah, you want to play the one that can actually win you the game versus the one that will make you not lose.
Yep, that's the line.
That's what Shieldred is over Counterspell.
Like, Counterspell is defensive, but we're not in a position to play defense anymore, so we have to try offense. And the thing that makes Shieldred, they did draw the Force.
Okay.
Which also means that holding up the Counterspell was never, like, neither of those were functional.
Work. Yeah,
that was never working.
All right. We need
to draw Narset or Hold Breacher again. Okay, this will be very telling.
Yeah, what their hand looks like if they're willing to pay 4 to untap this vault.
They do not.
Yeah, they obviously can super afford the time. I think right now that it makes sense not to work with that because you have Echoes in grave. Like, you could just keep moving by playing Echoes.
Or they can
spin. They have a wheel.
They can just spin Lurza a lot.
Yeah, they have a ton of options right now.
Is this 4 mana cast Tendrils of Agony?
I hope so. I really want Tendrils for 1. If I can die to non-Storm Tendrils, I would feel so good. Please. Kick ass.
Wait a second. They could have killed us.
Yeah, they can just turn about tap our team.
They could just turn about tapped our team and attacked us with a 6/6.
Yes.
They're storm brained.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Come on. Oh, they have Tendrils. Yeah!
no, we got
They
tendrils
wanted-
for 2.
Oh, tendrils were 2. They wanted the safety against the force. Okay, I'll take it because they had it.
I mean, I also think they could have just turnabout, tapped our team, attacked, then cast Tendrils of Agony.
Oh yeah.
Any notes? We know what kind of hand we have to keep. Do you think Gorger's better than Citadel?
Gorger's
Citadel-
better than
Citadel wins
your
the
name.
Maybe.
Yeah, do you want black 3/3 or blue 3/1? It's up to you to decide. They're similarly blockable.
True. This one lifelinks, which is totally relevant against the Storm deck. They can't go above 10. Let's just ride and actually get a good looking hand. Yes, I'd like to play first.
Okay,
Thank you.
play draw.
Unkeepable, I think.
Yeah, this is like...
This is a board
So the problem is that we drew Citadel, actually.
Yeah. That's
the actual issue here.
This says turn 1 miscalc, and do we bottom the... We can hold up miscalc. Research desk for a land. Okay, I think do we hold up miscalc for turn 1, or do we just go turn 1 desk, and then turn 2 if we don't find land, play pedal?
I think that.
Maybe we bottom the cryptic.
Yeah. They kept a 7. That's
Fine, they're gonna force our research. Okay.
All right, how fast is your opener? Again, I assume a kept 7 has to be like minimum 1 box.
If that's the case, maybe we want to beat on pedal. Blowing our pedal for a miscalc is really cheesy. You got nothing.
They're tapping it already.
They got nothing.
Talisman. Okay, that's...
Can they make a Jace on top of this?
Oh my god. Palantir? Palantir.
Okay, Palantir.
Yep.
All right.
We're going to be paying
we
some
can lose
life.
Yeah, obviously it's easier to be...
Valentar. 6S. Tutor. Okay. Okay, research desk. Time to do your work.
Mox Ruby is a land, basically.
Good enough.
All
Here's
right.
the question. Are we cast? We're holding up miscalc, which is they have their mana ball tapped, but are you excited to cast Lay of the Land next turn?
I'll do it. If I have to, I'll do it.
Actually, we also have Unearthed Desk at our disposal.
I want to just draw a swamp and not have to use my Shieldred.
Yeah.
Or not have to use my... I just want to slam Shieldred.
Our DT is pretty important.
I think I'm safe to mill for a couple turns here. Yeah.
Land. I'm no longer concerned about Palantir.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see if Force Blue card was one of their cards. Do we upkeep this? Palantir is not a May, right?
It is not.
Yeah.
But I think we wait on it.
Okay, we just wait for them to move. Okay.
Yeah. That way we still keep up this miscalc instead of in case of
fire.
other lines here specifically. There are some other lines I'm not happy to see. And we can miscalc without using the Lotus Petal if we need to.
I want them to go off here, including grabbing the memory jar.
Yeah, that'd be if they went for the memory jar and we got the Hull Breacher in response.
Yeah, we would just went on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, they're passing. Okay, Palantir of Ornthok. Are you excited to draw some cards?
Yeah, you can draw the card.
You can have it. You get the scry.
They do get the scry.
Basically generates Lotus Petals for you.
Yes.
So it's free.
So we don't get the card, obviously, but... Okay, we can't Shieldred.
Can't Shieldred, but...
We can... Do we DT for Underground Sea? And we can still hold up Miscalc if we do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that Research Desk is 3 mana, so I think... It's kind of set to blow our DT like this, but it does what we need to... The other option is to play Strix. That also lets you hold up Miscalc.
What do you be grabbing with Demonic Tutor otherwise? Tinker?
Yeah, like
Underground to Sea.
Tinker's
That's
a
what
pretty...
I'm saying. Other than Underground
Other than
Sea.
Underground
is my
Sea.
question.
Tinker's pretty good.
I'm not saying grab it. I'm like, if you don't grab the Underground Sea now, it's because you're trying to grab Tinker with it, is my guess. So,
Like, do we need Underground Sea? Do we need Shieldred?
No.
We got Hull Breacher in play. Just get Tinker.
I can also grab Ancestral Recalls, make 3 treasure.
could do that. You could make Ancestral Recall be...
I mean, I like grab Ancestral Recall, hold up Miscalc, recall ourself on their instep. Are you crazy? just get the... We're here trying to build... spend 3 mana to make 3 mana when we could just cast fucking Ancestral Recall. Now we're Storm Brains.
Yeah.
It's funny, though.
It's like Ancestral Recalls, actually, Black Lotus.
Play
3
Ancestral
mana Black
Recall
Lotus,
as Dark
yeah.
All
Ritual.
right. They're untapping the vault.
They're untapping the vault. That's beautiful. I love this.
That means their turn is pretty poor. They have Scry, so that they get to, like, buy out of it.
Okay, if we miscalc this, they can tap Mana Vault, but that taps the Mana Vault. Or do we go to miscalc what they play off of it? Does that still give... Let's
I'm gonna
see
what happens.
They're just putting it into play.
Yeah, this might just be going for a longer...
God, if they hold Breach or us.
And Step Palantir is active, so...
Yeah, we get priority back after this.
Yeah. I want to let them do this before I, like...
Before they know.
Make decisions.
There we go.
I love having him here.
Is really good to see.
Him is very good. Not quite. That's what we do. I think we just him them because we can't. We have to draw land to be able to spiral next turn.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we're just... Miscalc's not going to do anything with an untapped Mana Vault and a Black Lotus.
But if they just don't have cards...
Yeah, if they don't have cards, they don't have resources. And they've been scrying these cards, so they're good.
Tinker Echo.
If they want to echo,
Pretty
they
good.
sure as hell can.
Yeah, go for it. Tinker Gone is actually like
That's rather good.
that's quite good.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
We can
him
hold-
and him. Yeah.
Him and him.
I'm gonna hold up the miscalc even though like it clearly isn't doing anything here.
We can waste their mana.
I recommended you pick True Name Nemesis.
Do we?
I thought the deck was going to be very different from what it is right now. I
True
thought it was
Name-
just going to be a solid control setup.
I mean, you could go like turn 2 Nemesis and be like, cool. Okay, here's a question. Do we cycle miscalc looking for a land? If the plan is the wheel next turn.
Okay.
There we go. Is that better? That's better.
It doesn't get untapped by Time Spiral.
Yeah.
It leaves us a land drop
It
after
leaves us a
Spiral.
land drop after Spiral, though.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's -1 mana plus 1 card, kind of. Assuming this doesn't get, Force of Willed.
Alright, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, we just slam it a ding dong. And if they force, that's like we hemmed them 2 turns in a row.
Kill spell for Hull Breacher?
Ah!
Ah!
That doesn't prevent them from only getting the treasures, though, right?
Yeah, it happens. The abilities resolve. Like the trigger, the Time Spiral will resolve before the Bowmaster triggers do.
Yeah.
So they get to kill the Bowmaster, we get a bunch of treasures, and they don't get anything else.
Okay. So, 1,000,000 triggers.
You got recall back, counterspell.
We can also
Snapcasters. You can snap counterspell
or recall.
or snap recall. Yeah.
Yeah, but with Bowmasters in play, that's pretty painful. Is this entire cube just wheels and ways to punish wheels?
Yes, it's. There was a specific reason that that Ryan stopped going for the trophy.
Wait a second. Recall
They target your
isn't better
face with that
as
exclusively.
now we have to think about recall as
As
no,
Dark
we play Dark Ritual as draw 3 cards, deal take 3 damage. We do that. That's something we do. Okay, then we just cast the One Ring. Or Bolus the Citadel. Or both. If we cast Bolus the Citadel on One Ring, can we win this turn? If we're planning on casting Citadel, we don't win this turn. We don't play land. And we have a shuffle to clear the top.
9. One Ring won't protect us from Bolus's Citadel, but it'll protect us from dying due to
To Bowmaster.
Yeah, Bowmaster due to the cards we get. Well,
Actually, do we have 10 mana? 7,
yeah,
8, 9.
we have 10. We can play
So
land.
we have exactly 10 mana.
So if we go Citadel,
If we are playing Citadel, we play it first to try to hit a land off top.
Worth considering to remember that second line of text on Citadel.
that was what I was looking at, yes.
Yeah. If all you have to do is sacrifice 10 permanents, that's actually not that hard for you to do.
Non-land.
Non-land, okay. Oh, treasures are non-land.
Funny. Well, that's we play Prismatic Vista.
Or we just
Shuffle.
play the Tinker and, well...
We have no artifact targets.
Yeah, we do. We just grab, like, a Mox.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I don't, like, because if I Vista and it lands on top, we're done for the turn.
Oh, we have ring.
Rings in hand.
Or we can cast it. If we Vista and there's a land on top, we can tap the ring to draw it.
What are we looking for here?
Narset?
I'm just trying to figure out how we're winning this game.
We need like Narset into another wheel. Oh, we just get Mox.
Yeah.
Turok doesn't do anything.
No.
Mars gets back Mox Ruby.
It also has a life linker.
They have an 11/11.
So one of the problems we have here is that if I play that Lurrus and go to 1, we can't ring anymore. Because I'll die. We have some problems with dying right now.
I wish we could cast Sir Ginger and the ring. So we can gain life.
If you play the one ring, you do fog a turn.
Sure, but like if I play Lurrus for 3 life and go to 1, like
the ring kills us.
The ring would kill us pretty quickly.
Well,
I could do it and just not activate the ring.
Is that just don't activate the ring and just play Lurrus next turn, because it's going to be in your hand.
Okay, I know what we need to do to.
We can play Sir Ginger. Hold on, we can play Sir Ginger this turn still.
Okay, I figured out what the step 1 to winning.
What's that?
Tishana's Tidebinder. And just Tishana's Tidebinder. So we need Tidebinder on the Bowmaster. And then stuff like play the Ruby.
And then we go ring plus Ginger.
Yeah, and that lets us gain life. Although, I have bad news about Lurrus. I believe it is chump blocking in 11/11.
We're protected this turn.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We're not taking any damage.
We're not taking any damage.
We might just pass.
If you do that, you die on your upkeep. No burden counters on
no burden
ring,
counters on ring. No burden counters on ring.
No burden.
The problem with the ring is that if I'm at 1, I can't.
You can't. You can tap the ring on your turn and not take any damage.
No.
Oh, you're right. Not with Bowmaster.
No, you can't.
Well, then slam down Sir Ginger so you can eat it.
I'm sitting here thinking of like Bolas' Citadel victories is why I'm.
Yeah. Reticence to cast treasures.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, we kind of want the if we can't cast Sir Ginger without using treasures, even though we want to have the treasures die when Ginger can see them.
So if I go tap the ring now, draw a card, play Ginger after the Bowmaster's trigger that can't do anything, pass, use Sir Ginger on upkeep to not
die,
and then figure out how to win with.
We need like combination Tidebinder.
There we go.
Cryptic Command.
That's the card. Okay.
Thing is about Cryptic, they can just recast the Bowmaster.
We can counterspell it. We're killing them.
Oh, you're killing them?
The Cryptic is there for killing them.
Okay.
The Cryptic is there for killing them by tapping their team. We'll get there.
Okay. By tapping their
That's
team.
6 damage at the moment.
No, we're gonna have 3 damage because we're sacking Sir Ginger on our upkeep.
3 damage is all we need. The other 6 comes from Bolus's Citadel somehow.
That's it. That's all we need.
Okay. I've been sitting here for like 3 minutes trying to thread a needle.
And we have an out.
So unprotected, please attack. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway,
don't tap your blue because this might be a.
So this actually will pierce, right?
So you want to?
No, they just can't target us with us. Target opponent, so they can't do that.
Yeah, the Palantir is nothing before the 1 ring. Okay, now we have to eat. Keep
Okay.
your blue open because we might be bouncing creature with cryptic and then countering it on the way down.
If they had Ancestral Recalled you here.
We have a counterspelled.
Yeah, we got counterspell up. Alright, so can't play any of my Vistas or things. We got a land on top I really don't want to be playing. I can play out the Sir Ginger again. Bolus's Citadel needs
10 non-land
4
permanents.
more non-land permanents, which is...
We have 2. We have Ginger and Snapcaster Mage.
Oh, no, Snapcaster's how we do this. Yo, okay. So this is play Sir Ginger.
We want to tap the ring before we play Sir Ginger if we're going to tap the ring.
I don't think we're tapping the ring for the rest of the game. We're winning with the cards that currently exist. It looks like nonsense, but it's how I think we have to do this. This looks so bad.
Are we chumping with Snapcaster?
No. We're tapping their team.
Cryptic. Yes. Cryptic. We're tapping their team.
We're tapping their team and bouncing like Palantir or whatever. Or whatever they play pre-combat if they try to go for something pre-combat. That is going for something pre-combat. That's enough.
Counter draw.
No.
Harvest.
Counter tap.
Counter tap. That's what I meant. Tap draw is also like not bad. The JVP doesn't do anything.
Bounce the token. Is that better than?
That might be better than the Bowmaster than like tapping. They're equivalent.
We're not drawing cards extra for the rest of this game.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Bowmaster.
Bounce, counter.
Counter target spell. Bounce target orc army.
Okay.
Okay, I think we just F6 to their turn.
Mm-hmm. Now they get Palantir. We have to.
We let them draw.
Yep.
We have 1:40 on the clock, but we can win quickly next turn.
This is game 3, so.
Okay. They don't have a way to make us draw a card.
Okay.
I'm sure that they have an amount of respect for the fact that you're doing the most complicated play patterns possible here.
Okay, there's a non-land permanent.
Yep.
Yeah, we have nothing in our graveyard, so we can afford to.
Uh-huh. I believe we pass from here.
Wait, how many permanents do we have in play?
No, we just win in combat next turn.
Oh, okay.
You Snapcaster Cryptic?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You do have 5 blue sources available, so no problem.
Yeah.
Not scouring themselves. I think that's fine. Oh, they're clearing the top for Palantir. That's cute.
D-tutor.
High tide. We don't care about high tide.
Are we just getting tendrils for 3?
That was going to happen anyways.
I think we're getting tendrils for 3, which isn't enough to kill.
As we counter.
Because counter, snapcaster, counter?
Counter that. We do have to put a creature into play or we die to Orcish Bowmaster attacking us with its body.
You also need to do it because 1 ring will kill you if you go down to 1.
We cryptic here.
Yes.
Counter tap. We have the mod.
Counter tap. Counter.
Gonna be a tight one. We got just enough time.
Yep. Resolves.
We have
Okay.
mana, yes. In step. Draw the card.
There's high tide I was missing. Okay, I was wondering why I had so much mana on that turn.
Fucking high tide.
It is a player, yeah.
I haven't had time to like.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There's a life. Just get to beginning of combat. Right click. Attack with all.
Yep.
Just have your finger mashing on.
I'm F6.
Okay. Are they really trying to cheese us out?
Looks like it. I'm F6. And victory.
I don't think 2 seconds is our record, but it's
not.
As close to the record as can be.
So
the record is 0. Because
I think the record is 0.
To fake 0.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time just going through way too many lines mentally on how to because for a long time it was Bolus's Citadel, and then there was I was just so confused as to why I had so much blue mana because I couldn't it's why am I still floating 2 blue after I've counterspelled?
Okay, okay. Call me.
This kicks ass. I'm so happy for getting through that.
Yeah, but call me a contrarian, hypocrite. I think we should put in Flesh Gorger over True Name because it's a tinker target, and when we draw all of our tinker targets.
That's
Fair.
I actually agree.
That's
with
actually
that.
better than
I joked about it, but I think it is actually the better play. Yeah.
Well, because nobody blocks, nobody kills creatures. So,
God. Thank you all for being here for this game. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that I'm on 2 seconds is me just taking a lot of time taking exactly as much time as I needed to go through this. There's just a lot of
moving parts.
A lot of moving parts. I didn't even think about bouncing the token because in my mind, the token was going to be tapped for 2 turns and our opponent was going to die before anything would ever be relevant. And thinking about it, actually, I think that might have been better because if they could make a new token, all of a sudden blocking happens, right? Leaving that token around, I think, was actually better on the 2 turns we had.
I don't think that we weren't beating them targeting us with Ancestral Recall, anyways. So
Fair.
I think it's fine.
I am. The fact that they tried to tendrils kill us and we just had to we spammed 2 counter spells at them. By the way, note about us spamming counter spells. If you take a look at our lands in play, We have Island, 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 Underground Sea, and a Mox Diamond. We cast blue, 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 and then blue, 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 which is more than we have. If that high tide was any other spell,
Ooh.
any
High tide.
for VOD
17 SMS skulls have been redeemed. Okay, we've been counting. Actually, no, you gotta update the count. You gotta update the count. Okay, let's edit your deck so you put Flesh Gorger in.
Let's do that. Yep. Give me like, if you're wondering why I was sitting there for 2 minutes, it's to allow
nerves. Get our nerves down.
Yeah. All right. So goodbye, true name Nemesis. The name on this card was always me.
Protection from you.
Protection from the. All right. Oh goodness. Let's roll.
Let's rock. Listen, let's get plastered.
Oh.
It would have been great in a completely different style of blue control deck.
I think my favorite other part of that game was playing the One Ring, drawing exactly one card, and then going to sleep off of it. Like just.
No, you were like Frodo. You only put it on like once or twice.
Yeah.
Now, but
you had to eat your Sir Ginger in response to tapping your own One Ring.
And we had Luris though. But like if this were like a Daze, Pyroblast, Force of Will, like that style deck, then yeah, I can believe in True Name. Print, run, ship. I think this is not a fast hand, but it does everything we want it to.
Yeah, I was say I like the pieces this hand has. Draw exactly one card and call in Nazgul.
Oh no, we're gonna get.
Maybe we will find a unicorn not playing blue. That would be like if we had an opponent that went like, turn one Ragavan. I believe is real. So I talked earlier about about one red card being real. Ragavan was the one in my mind. So if our opponent will do it, now.
Now can you go like Ancient Tomb, Chalice of the Void? Is that a thing you're allowed to do? Because that's another deck I believe in.
God.
It's like Ancient Tomb, Chalice of the Void, and then turn to Mountain Blood Moon. Like, I believe in that deck.
All right, so here we got.
Seeker. Get Tinker.
At the least, drawing
2 or less, since Tinker's 3, isn't it?
This is grab like Time Lock or Ancestral.
That'd be.
One of the things that's
Time Walk, I wouldn't be okay with Ancestral.
One of the things that's fine about drawing Bolas' Citadel is that it's at the least it's not like a hard garnet in the sense that like we draw it and we're like, fuck, this card's uncastable. It just sucks.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Lingo spotted.
Yes.
For those at home who are not Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, a hard garnet is a card that you lose the game if you draw because you cannot cast or play it in any other way.
A good example of this would be if your natural order deck were to draw, it's one of Polukranos.
Or Polukranos?
Sorry, no, Progenitus.
Progenitus, okay.
Progenitus. Craterhoof, so the thing with Craterhoof is that's castable.
Yeah, that's castable. Progenitus is not.
Progenitus is never castable. That's the difference between a hard and soft garnet. I like the term.
Okay, they have a Faithless Looting. Did we Narset? We just put Narset into play.
Yeah, they also don't have mana. I don't even know if I'm gonna minus Narset.
If you minus Narset, it goes down to 3, which
Spellseeker does only do 1, so it'd still stick around for.
Okay, yeah, you can minus it next turn, and then because like right now it doesn't die to Bolt if they attack it. But is Bolt a thing anybody's playing?
I think
is Bolt a playable card?
Bolt is playable because it counterspells Hull Breacher.
Do you want a Spellseeker for Ancestral Recall?
Yeah, and get a blocker.
I'd be pretty into that.
Blue to Delta is another source of black, so that's nice.
Yep.
Pick this one. Okay. I would like to use this ability. What do you know?
Weird.
Yeah, and we actually we might minus the Narset.
I'm just gonna keep the Narset at up here until because the Narset. So the Narset gets 1- at this point, and I want to wait until I have like mana up to like maybe try to go into a Time Twister or something. Bayou. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so we can't recall now, but we can recall next turn when Tidebinder is up.
Or unless this looks like I can recall in response to whatever the Minx shit.
Minsk and Boo. Okay, that's a they can put 3/1/1 counters on a thing.
Yep.
Well, that means we're chumping.
Yes.
Actually, we can. Tidebinder is stupid. You can target planeswalkers.
Mm-hmm.
So when they minus their when they go to target their guy
We don't
turn,
have enough toughness to chump here because we're on 4, not 5. Never mind.
well, you can chump to keep the Narset in play.
Trample.
Nah, but it's 1 toughness. It'll go to 1.
They'll attack with the Spell Seeker.
Ah, okay.
Right. That I was thinking the same thing too because I thought Narset was on 5, but it's not.
Okay. Well.
Is it better for them to have the Spellseeker on the field than to possibly put it in their grave so they can recast it some way?
Oh, okay, let's confirm their attack targets. Okay, both of them.
I might get this out.
Well, then we get to draw 3 cards.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are some good ones. Those are some really good ones.
You can go Delta, Emerald, have combinations of a 3-mana guy and Miscalc up.
Yeah.
Like if they minus the mints, can we breach? If they plus the mints, can we Tidebinder?
Yeah, so I think we just full pass here.
Yeah, we're passing. I would love for them to minus their Minsk and Boo.
That'd be very good.
Minsk and Boo is a plane. I can buy Elminster being a planeswalker. Minsk and Boo, he's just a guy who punches things. He's just a large man.
I think it's because of Baldur's Gate 3, where he's in it, despite it being a long time since Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Okay, so
We just pay through. They get a 4/4. They get to keep their 4/4, but
we get
Minsk
to
and Boo doesn't do anything.
yeah, we get to turn off Banks and Boo for a while. And we can miscalc like
Most
another half
things.
Of the, yeah.
Paying cost.
Remat.
Memory lapse.
They can pay for the miscalc.
Yeah, they got 1 floating.
Oh yeah, that just puts Tidebinder on top.
We have a fetch. We can shuffle it if we want. Do we want? What do I want to draw next turn?
I don't know. Tinker? Tinker probably might just be like DTing for Tinker next turn.
Yeah, just make a 7, a big creature that isn't going to match the Minx and Boo.
Nah, you would put a ring in play.
That doesn't do the thing. You have to cast it.
I mean, it still get to draw off.
Sure, but like we're going to be at 2 life
Okay,
on that line.
Okay. We can DT for Time Twister.
I'm thinking it's DT for Cryptic, bounce the token when they...
Yeah, we can do that.
When they go to pump it again. Or DT for ring to play ring.
Yeah, DTing for ring is actually completely
Okay, so we don't want to draw the tie binder. Is the end of this. That's the part I was that was the part of the that's relevant to like them taking action there.
Have you ever played Don Don? That's what memory lapse think. I never played Don.
I have a buddy with a Don Don deck.
For those at home, Don Don is a weird format where both players are playing the same deck, and you take turns drawing from the same deck. It's called Don Don because I don't think explicitly, but usually
it revolves around.
It revolves around you have the card Don Don in it.
Okay,
that's good.
Okay, so I'm thinking the line here then is T-Tutor for Cryptic.
Yeah.
And, like, I know that there's still a Minx and Boo that's a problem, but, like, if we have Cryptic, we can, like, if they go to, like, sack the token for draw, deal a bunch of damage,
I guess then we could hold. But
we could hold.
Does he go dome or does he?
He can go dome. Any target.
Any target. Okay, then we would just bounce because the whole breacher would just get domed.
That's fair. All right, so let's grab the Cryptic.
All right.
All right.
Q.
Enjoy. The problem with Crypticing to bounce the token is that Minx and Boo remakes the token every turn.
But it does take like 3 activations.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is that it takes the stupid, the ridiculous.
We get to draw a card.
Yes.
Unless they cast a spell first.
In which case.
Probably counter.
Not even a pre-combat activation.
I mean, okay. We have 1 play. If our play is bad, then we die.
Yeah. Bounce. Draw. This. You. We've made yeah, 7 cards in hand. Okay.
Mana drain.
All right.
We were never winning this.
No. We've made, like, we were winning this up until they found that second land. The moment Minx and Boo resolved, I think our plans all turned to mush. They actually have us dead, like, to rights here. Because they
didn't activate.
Yeah, they're blasting us. Okay.
Yeah.
They had the mana drain. Okay.
But yeah, we've made a number of discussions about Gruul 4s. I think Minx and Boo lives in a tier that doesn't have the same issues that like.
Yeah, the card is very terrible. I agree. For the game of Magic, not in power level. It's actually very powerful, but I hate the card with a passion.
What gets you on
it? Pushed commander cards being legal in Legacy.
It does have that text, right? It does have can be your commander. Is that part of it?
Can be your commander. What are we DTing for on turn 1? Tinker?
Probably. But we don't have a 3rd mana.
We just have to draw the land.
Easy.
I guess, we
will simply do it.
We'll simply do it.
If we fail to draw the mana source off of this,
I mean, we could also get Ancestral Recall and just be like,
this is a time to go big.
Okay, because I was thinking like, oh, what if our Mox Diamond had no drawbacks? That's what the
all right.
Karl Kopinski.
Strong. Minx and Boo is a top 10 non-power cube card. It's quite wild. It also, one of the other things it has is like doing things that are like outside of the general set of things that Gruul does.
A drawing card.
Like drawing 4 cards.
Usually they draw cards in the form of Escape to the Wilds, which is a card I love.
Like, it is not the only card that has ever drawn cards in green, but or red, but it is a... Ooh, what the hell is happening?
They pitched a Mana Crypt and an Underworld.
This terrifies
me. Is being played.
Yeah, the fact that they pitched
the fact that they discarded these is absurd.
Anyway.
They were just a coward. Mana. Well, yeah.
I don't hate it.
It's a better Tinker target.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, we DT'd for this, by the way.
This is our Tinker target. All right. Draws past or counterspell. I need to, okay, so opponent obviously has land 3 because they discard the Crypt.
Very funny.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
I'll be fine. We have a lot of haymakers to start casting once we reach our land.
I wasn't even gonna tinker there anyway because they left up.
Yeah.
A very clear counterspell in the face of having an active Faithless Looting the Grave.
We do stuff like cast Flesh Gorger.
Yes, that would have been Luris or Flesh Gorger. Or even pass with Tidebinder, depending on what we're feeling like. Tidebinder can operate,
Narset.
Ooh. Okay.
Are they going to do that to us? Could be. What if it never mattered and they just cast Time Twister right now?
To it. Throw our hand in the trash. Wheel us. Yeah, what's Mind Twist worth when you have Narset wheels, right?
Okay, this guy. People put way too much faith in Urza, Lord High Artificer.
This was tap out into Urza.
This was, Sector Black Lotus.
Yeah. This is beatable. This is eminently beatable. Obviously, it starts with
one thing. I don't know why it doesn't matter how hard I try. Keep that in mind. Wait, that Narset. It draws no cards. You have to do it on their turn to draw 1 card.
You're right. I got there. Thank you.
The thing is, you attack their Narset. Is what you do.
All right, let's attack their Narset, and then see if they minus Narset.
Yeah, we might be drawing 1 card on their end.
We may be cycling Ancestral Recall.
Let me actually make sure Narset has that text
it
on
does.
it.
You cannot draw one card.
More than 1.
It's not because Hull Breacher doesn't. It says Hull Breacher's outside your draw step or whatever.
Yeah, there's different.
The first card drawn beyond in your draw step or something like that.
Yeah, it has a lengthy thing to say.
What's Leovold say? He's the progenitor of
it's
this
each
card.
1 per turn, I think. 1 each turn.
Yeah, can't draw more than 1.
As a Spirit of the Labyrinth, I think that's just almost every other time it's that text.
Yeah.
Except Hull Breacher, which is the ultra fucker version of it.
I hope they minus it.
Yeah, if they minus. Okay, they're 5 color.
They're going to spin Urza, miss, and then minus Narset.
5 color. I'm really excited about the 5 colorness here. Bring the Light? Is Bring the Light in here?
Golos, Tireless Poke. No. I'm willing it into existence.
Okay, so this is a nothing.
Plateau.
I'm sorry.
Plains.
I don't want to. What are you doing with a basic Plains in your deck?
Maybe they have 1 basic of each type for whatever reason. Maybe they have Coalition Victory in their deck.
That works off Tundra.
You need to clear the top. You want to clear the top. You want to mine.
I think we still have to do this.
We have to do this. We have Snapcaster in our deck. It's fine.
Anyway, I will draw 1 card, please. Okay.
Hey.
And that is a land. Okay, you have a blue source.
Do we just tinker here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we tinker away Strix after attacking Narset. Because we can replay tinker. We can replay it off Lurrus.
Yes.
If we tinker away our Mox Diamond.
Pitching Crypt is the one that doesn't make a huge amount of sense.
That's the part I'm really.
Pitching Breach makes sense given what they've drawn and played.
Yeah, like Breach is something like, oh, they aren't ready for the combo, and later in the game they'll have a way to replay that Breach. Like, sure, that's fine. Crypt, like, were they worried that their hand was so lacking action that they would die to the
Yeah, they were all gas, no breaks or whatever. Well, don't have Force of Will. Okay, we're not drawing cards.
And we're done.
And we're done.
I mean, I had to play a land for turn.
That's fine. You're drawing another land, and it's just going to stay in your hand forever.
They're going to spin Urza, and it's going to flip another land. This is a talisman of creativity or whatever.
Yeah, this doesn't matter.
Ragavan.
Hey, they're coming on top for us.
Volk Island.
Yeah.
Thanks. Ragavan. So obviously, like right here, part of what they want to be doing is like, I control a Bolas' Citadel. The most powerful thing to be doing is get my life total as low as possible, so I can't like do things.
I hope it's crafted. Okay, so what we want to happen is for there underneath the card, underneath Hull Breacher, we want there to be Time Twister. Because our hand is worthless, but we would get lots of mana to spend with Bolas' Citadel.
Okay.
Land. Play that little island. We can't quite Lurrus, we can Cryptic.
We can't clear that.
We can't clear that now.
You can return target permanent to its owner's hand, then draw a card. In that order, right?
True.
I mean, we would just do it on their, like, bounce their
Yeah, I was gonna say, like...
Yeah.
Like, counter whatever the next spell they play, and we're cool here.
I think we just pass
Then how
it.
about you play out Prototype Flesh Gorger as a 3/3 lifelinker and blocks Ragavan?
That is a idea. Okay, our two options are counter Ragavan, bounce Construct, or play the Gorger. I feel like that's our two options. Because next turn we have Lurrus, Baleful Strix.
Yeah.
Like, you've got options here. Citadel, amazingly, as it can do.
Actually, you want to just let Ragavan hit us?
Also possible, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm thinking about.
Like, it hurts our life, but we have lifelinkers in our hand.
Yeah. Multiple. I want to hold up the Cryptic because there's something going on here. They didn't even end step the Urza.
No. You might want to... Game 3 might be hard to win.
I think we're fine. I mean, I just gotta, like... be rolling here. Alright. So I'm just gonna bounce that token. I don't want to draw a card.
You can draw the card if you wanted to, but it's just a...
We can tap all creatures your opponent controls so that we can attack Narset down.
That's what I'm thinking. I know that this looks really weird, by the way. Like, that we, like, there's a lot of ways we could deal with the Ragavan, but I actually want to let the Ragavan hit me right now.
Yeah, it's 2 life to clear a land. Now, the land is kind of useful because it lets us Lurrus Baleful Strix. Although we don't have, we have triple blacks. We can do that.
Yeah, I might be pushing a little bit here.
That's fine. They're going to memory lapse this.
Hell, that's Cryptic of their own.
Hard
cast Force of Will.
5
Okay, I might be blocking this.
Yeah, we might be priced in the block 3/3. We can ring and tap it on their turn.
Yes.
Ring looking better.
Yeah.
Also, just a big Death Toucher and play it against life.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is good.
I don't hate just playing that Shieldred from hand.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Because they have a Ragavan and a mystery card. And they have a temporal aperture activation.
Yeah. Well, they don't right now.
I mean, on their
Yeah.
I have to kill that Narset somehow.
Can't play that.
Next. That's next. Is they're not. We're going to attack. They're not going to block with Urza. The Urza's too useful. Then. And if we do kill the Urza, that's their temporal aperture. So
Okay.
that's a later card.
Hold on.
They're not dead. They go down to
4.
They take 14, and then they go down to 2 in their upkeep.
And then they kill us with 8.
And then they kill us.
Like, this is a deck that kills us with a 7-card hand.
Yeah, so.
Cryptic is not target player draws now.
Nope. Although we do have a Ancestral Recall in our graveyard for a Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
Although not after we resolve time.
Well, I also don't know what Snapcaster Mage.
No, we wouldn't have either after Snapcaster Mage because it's or not after Time Twister because it would. Hey, this is frightening.
This is just spinners. This is nothing.
All right.
This is nothing.
I'm not even going to say the name of the card. I'm not even going to say it.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, I'll say it now. Fractured Identity.
Make it real. They got one more spin. Kill us.
Kill me!
Put us in a
Do
space.
it now!
Space.
Come on! Kill me!
Sure.
Okay. We're going to gain life. We're going to attack Narset. We're going to bolt us. We're going to play the Ragavan.
That's a chump blocker if I've ever seen one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are...
Oh, God.
We're pretty close to hardcasting Phyrexian Flesh Scorcher.
So, here's a question for you.
Yeah?
Oh, boy. Is it worth it to, like, just twist?
Does kill them, right?
It will kill them if they can't kill Shield.
They don't have any mana left. Yeah, go for it. Just twist them.
Upkeep,
they die on their draw, but yeah.
Their upkeep, though.
I don't currently have a way of preventing them from drawing the 7.
Okay, here's my plan.
What are you thinking?
1 ring and then twist.
Well, I'd probably
that does let you get yeah.
Well, I'd probably like do a little bit of.
Yeah, do some more citadeling. Sure.
That's pretty safe.
You can do that post twist because you don't. No, the shuffles
shuffle.
your hand to your grave. Yeah, never mind. So that doesn't work.
I'm just going. So 1 ring.
Yeah, I think this has a low chance of killing you with 1 ring back.
Protection from everything. Do the twists. Da 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 da.
There you go.
Da 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 da.
All right.
This is like your opponent last time doing a one-sided twist, except it's good.
Okay, you have 7 cards in hand. You do not have Cryptic Command in your deck. Oh, and yeah, and then you attack Narset after the fact.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
No.
Make it seem like you misplayed.
I could attack them. I could attack. I could do any other move there.
We can do whatever we want. I mean, we're just food for worms that hasn't died yet.
Anyway.
We're just.
They didn't have a stop on their upkeep. They're dead.
Okay.
So how we win most of our games, quite honestly, it's just this card.
We just blast them.
We just play. Okay, get a note. I swapped out the true name for the Flesh Gorger, right?
And this still didn't do anything.
And I'm pretty sure I've drawn this. We keep drawing this idiot.
it remembers the
There were
slots.
turns there where I think it would have been better to play it and would have been fine.
It would have been. It would have been much better than True.
It would have outperformed True Name in most cases in the times you
final
play
game.
it.
I love Shieldred is just a fucked up card for just being for being
It's 4 mana. I mean, I
Nekusar.
really understand if it.
What if Nekusar was like a playable Magic card? Let me rephrase. What if Nekusar was like had power points put into it until it was the best card in Standard?
Mm-hmm.
Like what if Nekusar was the card that like everything had to be balanced around?
I just wish it was 5 mana. I think the card would not be nearly the beast it is if it was 5 mana. But it's a 4 mana. It's an Earth Elemental for 4 with a keyword with an ability that makes the game about the card. Like that's one of the things. Okay, when you're designing cards, like we can look at Luris right now.
Yeah,
this is a prime example of this.
What if Cannoneer? Yeah, we Cannoneer wishes it was.
Well, like, Luris is a prime example of one of the worst kinds of card design is when you play a card and the game becomes about that card. Like Counterspell, Lightning Bolt, the games don't like those aren't game warping cards. They're just cards that schmooze the game around.
Right.
Tarmogoyf. Luris comes into play, the game's about Luris. Like Shieldred comes into play, the game's about Shieldred.
But yeah,
Shieldred was like 5 years after Fire Design. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've had
that's Oko. That's Oko, baby. Which again, similar to.
Oh God,
I wonder if the game would improve its like health or if this would make it worse for Shieldred, especially if they went back to an older legendary rule.
Yeah,
would
like
that actually
being able to
play more Shieldreds.
Yeah, like I'm playing.
Explode.
I'm playing 3 mana baby Shieldred to Doomblade their Shieldred.
Whatever Shieldred's not on screen. Yeah, like my. Yeah, this is fine.
This is
early
Hellbreacher.
Yeah, that's the reason I think it's fine. Yeah, one of the things about Shieldred in Standard specifically is that the current Standard, it being a card that got like an extent. Fuck. Oh boy.
It's fine. Just draw marks. It's easy. Again, people put way too much trust into Urza High Lord Artificer. The card's very powerful, but we play our Slow Ponder.
Huh? Yeah. I don't know. I can't speak too terribly much to where it exists in Standard. To me, it's just the fact that it exists in a long form in that. And that's more of a bit about the change in rotation, which is a part where the current Standard was not planned around that, or the current and upcoming Standard did not have the full planning around that. Honestly, a lot of what makes Shieldred weird as a card is, again, being super heavy on rate, doing a thing that really feels weird for Black to be doing.
Well, they're giving Black draw punishing.
The actual thing is the life gain on draw that I think is off. The draw punish. Yeah. The draw punish is currently that's not that is a thing that is within. Did we? Our plan was okay.
Our plan was like to hull breach them, or if somehow they aperture the Urza next turn, that's what we do. But otherwise, we're just gonna put in hull breach or step.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm hoping they fatal looting.
Because right now they've missed a land drop.
Yeah, like what is the best answer for Shieldred right now? Go for the throat. Is that still? Yeah. I think that's insane. That was in.
But yeah, the idea is more that it's a thing that's like way outside of rate on the draw, because all of a sudden it has this like synergy where it turns off a lot of drawbacks. And that's not generally something that black has at heavy rate. Okay, we're just doing the thing.
Is this the memory lapse gamer?
This is, but they're not on blue.
Yeah, they're not on blue. I can just watch this. I was thinking about blocking Urza, but they might have Bowmaster.
Yeah, that's the most likely punish on that would be Vos.
Luckily, Mishra's research desk does not draw a card.
Okay, well, that's something to build up towards.
Okay, are we Snapcaster blocking their 2/2?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ambush Viper, baby. They won't have another artifact. First Blood.
Yeah, no more lies is obviously. What are we doing on step? What is this?
Gonna
They do.
kill it somehow?
Oh, they do
Or
have
bounce
blues.
it?
Oh,
Oh god, no, this is fine. Tidebinder is going to be very well. Actually,
Yeah.
Tidebinder, I think might. Okay, it depends on how this works. Let's see where it goes.
the hell is going on?
Raider Hoof Beam? No, Word Spine Marm.
Okay, yeah,
that makes sense.
it's fine. We have Tidebinder.
Thank God.
Remember to target the right trigger. It'd be
That
very funny if you triggered the
Yeah.
the shuffle one.
I'll pass on those 3 worms, thanks.
Yeah.
God, thanks, Tide. Okay, so flash combo. I didn't even know that was in this queue. Oh my God.
Okay, now we can block the 2/2 with our Tidebinder. That is.
Yeah.
Even if they get another artifact, they can still block it.
Yep. And they also can't draw out of the position they're in.
Whereas we have a nice, tasty.
Yeah, I
Play
completely
one of the top 2.
I had thought they were off blue because I just saw this, but Urza is obviously a
Urza
card.
makes it blue, yeah.
Hello?
Tinker?
Yeah.
So
Urza's is in the hand, so it would just be a 5/7 menace with ward life.
7/5.
That's still, I think, good enough right now.
Yeah, because we can flash back the desk later.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? If they memory lapse this, it's very fun.
I guess it's pretty good if that, like, for them, because, like, we're not in a terribly good position if a memory lapse happens on this. Our draw next turn is Tinker, which is dead.
Oh, you can draw a card. Mana Drain.
Mana Drain.
Some way that's less bad than memory lapse.
It lets them spin Urza.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually did not want the memory lapse there pretty badly. Because, like, obviously, like, right now, drawing it would be very dead. I think they just spin Urza. And, like, you know, they get to use, like, lands or whatever off it. Sure.
Okay, what does life do?
Life is all your lands become 1/1s. It's on turn. Death is reanimate. The card named reanimate.
There are no cards, no guys in the group.
That is correct.
Wait, what combo is there with life? That's the only reason you would play. Like,
No,
you
you
play death for.
You're playing this as a reanimation spell.
Yeah, but what is there a combo with like intruder alarm combo or something?
No,
Or,
I think you're only playing this for the death side.
Oh, is Jeskai Ascendancy in the cube? That'd be cool as fuck.
Nice.
Hey. Yeah, if we counted the wrong trigger, they'd have 3/5/5s and a World Spy for me.
Wow, we'd be fucked. Thank you.
Yeah.
Still not attacking because I don't want, like, there's no point. Like, I'm not attacking with Hull Breacher and Tidebender bounces off of a body.
Swords, we just say yes. We dip.
Bet I know what their last card in hand is then.
We need to pick up the pace.
Yeah. So I can retinker if I draw a 5th land. Like,
Okay.
okay. I'm not letting that hit me.
We just block, right?
I think I need to keep the Baleful Strix.
Okay.
Because
Tinker.
the Tinker is pretty real. Right now, I don't have any other plays. My hand is too clogged by these 6s.
In which case, worst possible draw is oh no, actually that can be played as
That
a
can be
3.
played
So
as a
never
Yeah,
mind,
Flesh
it'd be
Gorger would be a
fine.
fine draw.
Yeah. And like most everything else is.
Turn off, but really helps them more than it helps you.
Pretty.
I wouldn't mind time spiraling. I do mind time twister, I think.
Yeah.
It's just part of being a
Intensely
super
funny.
combo deck is sometimes you draw your cards in the wrong order.
I think we can't cast that. I think giving our opponent 7 cards is a quick way to die when we don't have.
I want you to draw Shieldred. That's the next draw because
I mean, then we
draw
can.
any more.
Then we
lands.
can do.
And we can do whatever we want. Yeah, but it's in general, it's easier to time spiral because you get to use your cards first. But twist,
Okay.
twist needs fast mana to work.
They've also called that I'm willing to keep the Strix around. Okay.
DT.
Tutor can get you Shieldred, or
Tutor can get us
like
Ancestral Recall.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, this is getting cast. And is resolving. Yeah, I think we just draw 3. That sounds.
All right, fair.
3 mana, draw 3. This is what Ambition's cost. That one costs half your life total, though. Now, we might consider blocking so that we can make use of our Bolus Citadel.
Yeah, like just hard cast.
And then we can tinker away the Bolus Citadel.
Is Time Spiral Hull Breacher a combo? Absolutely. It's fucked up.
Yep, that's we have like
That's-
3 copies of that combo. This is Minsk and Boo. Fuck.
That's bad. That's quite bad.
They drew their Haymaker a turn before we did.
Yeah, because we've been kind of sitting here on these that haven't been. All right, I think we have to block now.
Yeah. It's fine. We're going to play Citadel, and there's going to be a ring on top our deck. I hate that you were right. Remember what you said at the start of this?
Hard fought 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not out of it yet.
Ooh.
Cryptic Command.
That's something.
Okay, that's the sacrifice is a part of the cost.
No, it is not.
-2, sacrifice a creature when you do. Okay, yeah.
However, like if they attack and put us to 4, then
yeah. So we're gonna have to cryptic as like. Remember,
Treasures of the Man generating. Yes, those are.
are we tap draw here?
On their upkeep, tap Minsk and Boo, bounce Minsk, tap Boo, bounce Minsk. No, they just replay it. Never mind.
This might be tap draw.
Tap bounce.
Like tap bounce, make sure it's during combat so they can't hit you with it.
Yeah. I'm specifically thinking bounce boo.
Yeah.
And then like tappers of them.
Yes. I know that's like it's small, but every point of life here matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because our plan is to like have a Shieldred on top and then just Shieldred twist.
Right, and I need 5 life to do that.
Yeah.
Actually, we can, if we draw Children, so, like,
That's
we're
it.
able to just
We're
cast
able to
and then
ca-
cast Time Twister. Yeah, we have 7 mana. DT?
Okay.
How bad could it be?
We're
Like,
probably
literally,
fine.
how bad could
I
it
know.
be?
It's probably fine.
Probably fine. They don't have, like, a Wear Terror or anything.
Yeah.
If they do, we lose the game.
If they
Actually,
do
if they have Wear Terror...
we have to time spiral if they
Yeah, if they if they Wear Terror us, we Time Spiral.
and then we just draw it naturally in a time twister.
We actually have more time
Yeah.
because we actually have Snap Cryptic actually.
Yes.
So we have time.
All right. 3.
Narset.
I don't care. That affects me, not you.
Yeah, we're trying to kill them.
Yeah, we're trying to
with
kill you with the
these Time
draw.
Twisters.
Spell Pierce. Okay. So we have Snap Cryptic to deal with that if necessary.
Okay. So I've got to just hard cast this time spiral
Uh,
to reset the top of my deck.
to reset the top of our deck, I believe so. Does that even work?
It'll shuffle, yes.
You'll get Spell Pierce, won't you?
No, they don't have mana up.
Oh, right,
They-
yes.
They don't have mana up. Our other option is tap their team, bounce Narset.
We can't resolve a cryptic through Snapcaster because of the spell pierce that's known.
Oh yeah, then let's shuffle.
So this is
Wait. Should we do Twister instead? It's less mana. No, it doesn't matter.
no,
We're
it isn't.
reaching our
It's the
life.
same mana.
It's the same. Time Spiral is 0. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, Research Desk is actually really dope because you don't draw.
Okay. So I need to draw into Sheldred and have Time Twister on top.
Okay, there's Tinker. Tinker get Okay.
Tinker can get
Tinker can shuffle
a
the top.
7/5 menacing lifelinker.
Yes.
We could Tinker just to shuffle. If we don't want to hit him here.
Okay, then the line is still okay. Now we tinker to shuffle because the winning line is still.
We also have Flashback Research Desk off Lotus Petal.
That's better.
So that's also 3 mana.
That's better right now.
Can't tap the Emerald. Wait, what? What's happening?
Oh, okay. Okay.
The One Ring. We can cast the One Ring.
We can cast the One Ring from hand, or we can cast
from
it.
exile. Yeah, we cast it. Okay.
That gives you a turn as well.
Okay, so that's the move then.
We cast the One Ring, and we can tap it on their turn.
To draw 1 card.
And Miscal can be cycled to clear the top.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh shit! No.
No, they drew a Force of Will.
All right. Paying 2 life.
Okay.
We just go to 1 off our ring.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to clear that mire.
But we can't right now. We're under.
Yeah. We do it on their turn.
Okay. Protection. We're up.
This is so funny.
We're not dead yet.
Bolas's Citadel is such a dumb card. I love it.
Okay. All right. We're up. Protection from everything.
And we can still tinker next turn. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card.
Really? Wow, that's there for that long?
Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card.
Okay. What on earth is the out? Sheoldred Time
Same as it
Twister.
always.
Yeah, we want
Sheoldred
Sheoldred and Time
That's,
Twister.
that's always the out.
I don't know how we do that. We have to draw.
We have to not draw both, basically.
How do we do that? That we only have
One ring. We just draw multiple cards with that. It only damages you on
Yeah,
upkeep.
control Narset.
a Narset in play.
We kill our set, then we draw. Look,
Well, it'll work
We'll
itself
figure it out.
out.
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
We can tinker out from under it.
I'm
sure.
We could do that. We could do that. It's
I'm
fine.
sure.
Man, maybe we did need to put the Flesh Gorger in play. No, we didn't have miscalc on top of our deck. We
Yeah, we would have force will. That wouldn't result. No, they have a planeswalker. Okay, so we need to draw into Sir
Ginger.
Sir Ginger.
Yeah.
To gain the life enough to play. Okay, we have a line. That's all that matters.
No, they're tutoring up memory lapse. I'm afraid we no longer have a line.
Well played.
When you put it that way.
Well, okay, so we tinker into Sir Ginger.
I love this.
Okay, Mana Drain. Okay, I was wrong about memory. It's okay. Well, first step first, we tap the water. Snapcaster on top, because not doing anything. No, it counters their Mana Drain.
Yes.
We draw the snap.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So go to 1. Land. Okay. Step 1.
Step 1, tinker.
You tinker that off the top?
We tinker away the 1 ring because, like, we're gonna die,
Yes.
right? Like,
We're gonna die to it, yeah.
Okay. Tinker.
Tinker.
Step 1, tinker. Mana Drain. Step 2.
Snapcaster Mage.
Snapcaster Mage.
Miscalculation. Cast miscalc onto Mana Drain.
Cast Miscalc on Mana Drain.
Except this leaves Sir Ginger costs 2 mana to activate.
That's fine. We have exactly 2 left.
We have exactly 2 life. And then our opponent attacks us with Minsk or with Boo and then throws it at us and we die.
All right. And then Tinker resolves. And we get Sir Ginger. And now we can Sir Ginger to gain enough life to play the Tidebinder on top of our deck.
Okay. Okay, no. Our out here is for them to just minus the Bisque and Boo. Just minus it.
Okay. We're still live.
We're still live. You just have to bind, although then...
That's fine. We let them sack the creature and we counter the trigger that happens afterwards.
Yeah. We do that. So minus Bisque and Boo. You want to draw the cards. Come on.
Minus Bisque and Boo.
They're doing it.
Okay, so minus Bisque and Boo. The trigger happens.
You counter the
trigger.
On this tiebreaker.
And now we have 2 blockers.
Oh, and we recall into Sheoldred and Time Twister. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We have 30 seconds on the clock. Okay, you need to have 6.
Okay.
We can't have 6 as we have
Your
to block.
opponent functionally just punted an easy win, so.
And then they dash back around and kill us.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, we have to draw cards.
We have one last out.
Is that they don't swing in with Urza?
They see the full court.
No, okay.
All right.
They kill you.
So we die, but we die on our terms.
Can we go back to the game or draw cards, please? I want it to work for once in my life. Okay, we did not have.
No, we didn't. We didn't have it anywhere close.
We didn't have the moonshot.
But the thing is, Luris is actually part of the moonshot because Luris into Sir Ginger is part of what's needed into.
Okay, but we've drawn Luris counterspell Baleful Strix, and we Luris Ginger, and then Ginger lets us DT.
We took the loss there, but we sat there finding like
every moving
line,
piece,
the narrow line that we can see.
Every gear meshed with the gear in front, all the way into our grave.
That was the hardest called shot for how this match was gonna go. Possible. A very hard fought 2-1.
I've got the foresight. I'm feeling the spice in my veins.
What I've learned is that people really overvalue Urza High Lord Artificer. This thing, you need more. You need like a lot of artifacts to make this card like great. Otherwise, it's just a 1/4 and a 2/2 that you could pay 500 to draw a card.
Are you just Shielded Wheels? You figured out the deck next time around?
That's everyone's deck in Crunchwrap territory.
Oh,
actually, you know what I want? Here's what they should Supreme draft next.
So, God, I'm so happy about this ridiculous, stupid alliance.
Did they do a Khan's Supreme draft?
They did a Ravnica one.
And
okay. Did they do a Khans one? They've done a couple.
I think they might have done a Khans one actually.
Because I remember the Ravnica one.
Because I'm just thinking about formats that I like, and it's like Khans.
Speaking of formats you like, next week is hilarious.
What's next week?
Return of C Snid.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have no
I know. That's why I'm. I know you have no.
And I'm fine with C Snid. It's Jungle Barrier that I fucking hate.
Okay. Good magic.
If you're a Jungle Barrier liker, you can fuck off. Post it in the chat if you like Jungle Barrier. I'll fucking ban you.
The Jungle Barrier defender has logged on. But yeah, I just I know that a lot of that was like flailing, but the fact that we were able to flail on like a literal line.
You won flailing once.
Yes.
You actually pulled it off.
Yes.
The flailing works.
We had outs, and you love having outs.
Yeah.
Also, this is like a beautiful screenshot.
It's just a recall on the stack 0. Also, targeting the opponent.
Yeah. The only thing that could have made this better is if the game has ended but still on screen.
Yeah. Well, that was Magic the Gathering. That was the Crunchwrap Supreme. This format is very funny. Everyone's playing blue nonsense in some form. Just that's every deck. I would love to see the hero that decides to like mono red or something. I have no idea how you'd be able to pull that off.
I think it starts and ends with Blood Moon, Trinisphere, Sphere of Resistance. If any of those cards are in there. Yeah. Tanglewire. They took Tanglewire out, I think.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining on this adventure. Thank you, Gnomebitten and Doc, for joining on the draft.
I'm Gnomebitten.
Appreciate having you both here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Ty, for the raid. Thank you, everybody, for the skulls.
18 skulls.
Many skulls await. Yeah. Tomorrow's Dragon Warrior Wednesday. Come join for that. We're in the back of Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince. Slay the Spire on Friday. All that stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, what you have to do for Dragon Warrior Wednesday is fly to Japan so you can like street pass or whatever a hamburger.
I need a hamburger so bad.
They plagiarized me. They literally did. Except they used a mimic and I used a spooky. Mm-hmm. That was the difference between They went with Mimic and I went with Spooky. They're the same. Pretzels are the same. Shoutouts to Kira Toriyama.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Be careful when you're old, friends at home. You can slip and fall. Install. Look, actually, here's what we're going to end the stream off. Everybody, go to your parents' house and install like handrails for their bathroom if they need it. Let's make sure everything's safe. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.